Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, fuck everybody, just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything
Hello and good morning and welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. My name is Rick. Let's get this show started. Good morning. Hey Chloe, good morning. I hope you had a good sleep. I kind of had a good sleep. It was a weird one. We could discuss it because I remember I remember my dream and it was more of a confirmation more than anything. Um I dreamed that I went to see my doctor and I had two doctors talking with me and they were confirming that I do need surgery, and they were telling me in my dream that I need another surgery in my neck, and it was pure. It was so real, and I was like, two names of doctors in my wallet. Can we see if we come up with the same name? And the doctor was laughing. It's like you already know. I'm like, oh shit! It was so real. I actually woke up to because of that dream. And the doctor was like, yep, you do need surgery. So even my dreams are confirming that I need surgery. It's crazy. But this is a wake and bake early morning show again for another round of coffee. I'm getting into the habit of drinking some coffee in the morning to keep me up during the day because the daytime I be getting sleepy and then I sleep in and it's not good for me. So this sucker right here is what's going to keep me going. Tastes good. Tastes good. And we got our medicine. Here we go. Smells good too. Wait, wake and bake is the best. Every day I'm gonna try to do it as long as I can. If I could be up in the morning, the only way I'm gonna be able to do this is with a cup of coffee. Cup of coffee and a smoke, and I'm ready to go. With that said, let's get into some news. Actually, let me set it up because I forgot to do that. But it's okay. We could go ahead and watch this together. Make it nice and big for us.
We have been attacked. Just a few minutes back, some drones attacked the conscience.
I feel like this is fake.
Emergency relief to the Maltese authorities.
I feel like this is fake.
Last night, midnight, a ship carrying humanitarian aid to Gaza
I think
was
it's fake.
attacked by two drones on international waters off the coast of Malta, and 30 people were on board. And this attack caused an explosion and major damage to the vessel, which made it impossible to continue the mission.
She's a clown.
These
are signs they don't want you.
Okay, but it is still an emergency, and I was part of a group who was supposed to board.
It's an emergency for you guys, but it's not an emergency for the world to know.
The voyage towards Gaza, which is one of many attempts to open up a humanitarian corridor and to do our part to keep trying to break
You're not doing shit.
Israel's illegal siege on Gaza for 2 months now. Not a single bottle of water has entered Gaza, and it's a systematic starvation of
Let me get my violin. Hold on.
Arkadaşlar şu an Malta açıklarındayız.
Let me get my
Vicdan
violin.
gemisindeyiz. Birkaç dakika önce dronlarla gemimize saldırdılar ve gemimiz tarafı parçalandı. Ön tarafı parçalandı. Şu an Malta adasına 14 mil noktada açıkta bekliyoruz ve gemiye ateşli şeylerle, bombalarla saldırdılar.
I don't understand.
Buradan özellikle İsrail'e sesleniyorum. Ne yapmaya çalışıyorsan çalış, asla ve asla başarılı olamayacaksın.
What's the why you automatically think this is Israel? They blow your shit up and then you blame Israel?
We got bombed. You see the holes over here?
They got bombed.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You lucky you're alive. So why the oh my god? Like get the fuck off the ship if it's on fire. You guys are stupid.
I don't know what we're gonna do. The
abandoned ship
has been bombed 2 times a few minutes ago. You
rather cover
14 miles
and get all that smoke inhalation instead of
Maltese
saving yourself. Listen to this guy.
Maltese port.
What a fucking idiot. They hit him good too. I mean, they're a bunch of freaking idiots to begin with, right? Because they were warned not to do this, right? Because there's high tensions in the seas, and the fact that He-Man wanted to go over to Gaza and bring bottles of water, which is not even enough for the population of Gaza, but just for the cameras, let's go ahead and take, let's say, 50 packs of water. Like, what is that gonna do? That's not enough for any of those people. They'll drink it in one day, and what you save them for a day? Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. But let's go ahead and I do have another news here, and then I got a couple of Jason A for us to watch, and then I got one paranormal video for us to watch too. So let me set them up right now, so that way I just have a smooth transition. Right now I'm just resizing the videos. The paranormal one I'm more interested in. Greta she's an idiot. She's an idiot, and the world is catching on to her. She's a ploy. She's not. She's a decoy. She's just a piece of she's like a puppet, and they have their hand up her ass, and they're like, read the script, bitch. Yeah, that's all she does. She sounds like a whiny chihuahua to me. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this part of Greta's boat being attacked. Little beepy sounds. But this project carrying Swedish climate activist Greta has been set ablaze of alert. It's too fast for me. The British carrying activists on fire across. Yeah, you see, North Africa. Maybe Africa attacked them, and how they're saying they're quick to judge, saying, "Oh, it was Israel that hit us." You cannot say that without proof. You know what I mean? And look how they look. Look how dumb they look. They look so stupid. Look at her. She's so happy and proud. We're gonna take 5 bottles of water to Gaza so they can drink water. Yeah. They're gonna end up. She's lucky that they bombed the boat. That way she don't have to go to jail, because she was gonna end up going to jail in Israel. They were gonna throw her ass in jail. All right, let's listen to this.
Heading to Gaza, she first tried in June as part of a flotilla that tried to break the blockade set up by the Israelis. She was intercepted. She spent a day in Israel before being sent home on a plane. Interestingly, while she was in Israel, she was offered the chance to watch footage of the October 7 attack so she could see what was done to the Israelis. She refused to watch that. Her ignorance continues, and now she's setting off with others to try to break the blockade again. Here she is talking about her trip, and she was asked specifically, fair enough, you're upset about what's happening to the Palestinians. I think we're all upset about what's happening to civilians, but what about the hostages?
We know your views on what's happening and Israel's actions. Can I just ask you your thoughts on Hamas? They're still holding hostages. What would your message to Hamas be?
Again, there is a genocide going on. Palestinians have been living under suffocating oppression. And when there's an occupational force, this is not my views. By international law, people have a right to resist that occupation.
She really is insufferable, isn't she? As I said, last time she tried this stunt, the Israelis intercepted her boat. She was in Israel, I think, for a night before they sent her home. But this time, they're promising not to be so nice. They've said they'll put her in jail, and one of the prisons reserved for terrorists at that. So, Freya, once again, Israel doing the world's work.
Look, throw her ass in jail. Yeah, sure. Cut this little music shit. But look at all these Palestinian flags and all these Palestinians all over the place.
The pronunciation of that, Robert.
Sorry?
That's the very correct.
The Thunberg.
Well, you know what? I'm fascinated by her new haircut, I've got to say.
The
page boy, yeah.
It's compelling.
Yes,
but I'm also fascinated by her explanation of how she's blending her climate activism with her pro-Palestinian stance. Let's hear from her.
Of course, there are the obvious links between climate justice, environmental destruction, and Palestine, which is wars, occupations, environmental degradation, ecocide, huge emissions. They go hand in hand, as Palestinians know very, very well.
This girl is she's so fake. She's faker than press on nail.
Conditions to maintain and sustain life by, for example, destroying cropland.
She's stupid.
I think we have all lost a certain number of brain cells listening to that. That's quite astonishing. And let's never forget that very confused, troubled young woman was listened to by world leaders. She was feted. They had meetings, one-on-one meetings with her. She addressed the UN.
We had climate strikes, and we've got a whole generation of kids out there who are terrified.
But the world leaders legitimized her craziness, these doomsday predictions, this absolute hysteria and hyperbole. They are the ones who elevated her to some sort of
that sort of platform. And I might just point out, Greta, the crop destroying is actually crop destroying is a tactic of Hamas and Palestinian terrorists to destroy the crops in Israel, plus all the greenhouses that were destroyed in Gaza.
You would think she'd like Israel.
Would you be interested in that, Greta? No, of course not, because it goes against your left with. Sorry, Rita.
I was just going to say, you would think she'd be, fond of Israel. The number of trees Israel plants every year.
Great.
You fly over the Middle East, and it's just desert, and then you see Israel, and it's green.
Wow. I'm telling you right now, this girl is lucky that they don't truly kill her ass, and I feel like they saved her. This was a saving by who bombed the boats. That's a good question, right? Don't know. And will we ever know? Maybe not. I mean, I'm telling you, they did her a big favor by doing what they did, and that's attack that boat and put it out of commission, so that way this flotilla doesn't take off, because there is kind of like an embargo off of the Palestinian coast that the Israelis are not letting any any boats or any vessels through that area. And the fact that she wants to persist and continue to challenge the proceedings that are going on there just proves to you that she really does not give a fuck, and she's going to do whatever the hell she wants. And the fact that you got puppet masters that are controlling her ass and using her all over as a little talking piece. It's like, here's a microphone. Here, go ahead, Greta, speak. We need to hear you speak. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, so stupid. All right, so we're gonna go straight into Jason A, and let's watch back-to-back Jason A's, and then we're gonna see a paranormal video, and then that'll be it for the morning show. It's gonna be enough to probably run a 2-hour show, maybe. So, yeah, it's probably gonna be a 2-hour show. All right, let's check this out. Let me put the volume on here. I had everything set up. Why does YouTube do that, man? I'm starting to hate YouTube and how they set up, because I had all this set up, and then they just cut off the speaker, like the volume. I'm like, I didn't do that. So fucking YouTube. Ugh, you guys get on my nerves. All right, let's watch.
History. The Bible was found in every classroom in the nation. Yet in many schools today, students are instead indoctrinated with anti-religious propaganda, and some are even punished for their religious beliefs, and very, very strongly punished. It's ridiculous. Joining us this morning is Hannah Allen from Honey Grove, Texas. A few years ago, Hannah organized a group of her classmates to pray for an injured peer. The school principal declared that Hannah's generous act of love was prohibited from taking place in front of the other students. Didn't like it. The principal didn't like it. Can you imagine? But Hannah very strongly stood her ground and she won. And Hannah, I just want to thank you for letting the light of your faith shine for all of those to see. We really appreciate it. And where is Hannah? Is Hannah here someplace? I think so. Hannah, stand up, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hannah. I know what you went through. I know what you went through. It's great. Appreciate it. To support students like Hannah, I'm pleased to announce this morning that the Department of Education will soon issue new guidance protecting the right to prayer in our public schools, and it's total protection.
That's not a bad thing.
Thank you, Hannah. Great job. See what you did, Hannah? Who knew? Who knew that was going to happen, right? Thank you.
The war of words between President Trump and Illinois leaders also reached a new level this weekend after the president posted this on social media, saying Chicago is about to find out why it's called the Department of War.
Let's make it clear. The president of the United States essentially just declared war on a major city in his own nation. This is not normal.
We'd love to go into Chicago and straighten it out.
President Trump has since downplayed the post, telling reporters on Sunday that he just wants to clean up the city.
We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war.
Liberals don't understand.
While the president has threatened to send in the National Guard, he still hasn't given a timeline and said he could make a decision in the next day or two.
Should we expect action in Chicago this week?
These liberals, man.
Absolutely. You can expect action in most sanctuary cities across the country.
The High Court temporarily lifted restrictions on immigration-related stops in Southern California, allowing agents to stop people without reasonable suspicion that they are in the U.S. illegally, and instead rely on factors like race and if they're speaking Spanish. California officials slammed the decision.
I think the rationale articulated by Justice Kavanaugh is dangerous and wrong.
Under crooked Joe Biden, Christians and Americans of faith are being persecuted like nothing this nation has ever seen before. Catholics in particular are being targeted, and evangelicals are surely on the watch list as well. Over the past 3 years, the Biden administration has sent SWAT teams to arrest pro-life activists. The FBI has been caught profiling devout Catholics as possible domestic terrorists and planning to send undercover spies into Catholic churches, just like in the old days of the Soviet Union. Catholics, you cannot vote for the Democrats. You cannot even think about voting for Biden. What they're doing to you is shocking. A new report from the House Judiciary Committee revealed that Crooked Joe's henchmen at the FBI abused their power and, quote, singled out Americans who are pro-life, pro-family, and who support the biological basis for sex and gender distinctions as potential domestic terrorists. They consider them to be domestic terrorists. Can you believe it? This horrific weaponization of federal law enforcement against Christians is totally un-American. It is also a violation of civil rights. As president, I will create a new federal task force on fighting anti-Christian bias. It will be led by a reformed Department of Justice, but it will involve many agencies and departments. Its purview will be to investigate all forms of illegal discrimination, harassment, and the persecution of Christians in America, as well as the use of taxpayer dollars to promote anti-Christian bigotry. Among other initiatives, the task force will review the past DOJ persecutions and prosecutions for evidence of anti-Christian prejudice, and it will also look at government agencies, universities, and major corporations that have adopted anti-Christian diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Under my leadership, never again will the federal government be used to target religious believers. Americans of faith are not a threat to our country. Americans of faith are the soul of our country. We will protect Christians and people of faiths. We will defend religion. We will defend our First Amendment, and we will restore the rule of law in America. Thank you very much.
President really using the moment to announce a new measure for schools. He's directing the Department of Education to issue new guidance protecting the right to prayer in our public schools, he says. And the president also announced that his family Bible will be on display at the Museum of the Bible. It was used in both of his inaugurations. The president took the opportunity to address what actions his administration has taken over the last 8 months. He says from slashing federal funding for any schools that teach transgender education. He talked about banning gender-affirming surgeries and banning men from competing in women's sports. Now, Democrats have pushed back on this and are looking to expand access to gender-affirming care. And Senate Democrats blocked a GOP-led bill this year to ban transgender athletes from women's sports. President Trump, though, talked about his action as bringing faith back into the country.
When faith gets weaker, our country seems to get weaker. When faith gets stronger, as it is right now, we're having a very good period of time. After some rough years, good things happen for our country. It's amazing the way it seems to work that way.
Mm-hmm. And President Trump also announced the launch of, quote, America Prays. That's ahead of America's 250th birthday celebration next year. The initiative, the White House tells us, calls on Americans to dedicate time every week to pray for the country. Nicole.
And Kelly, the president also talked about that shooting at the Catholic school and church there in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and it was really the first time he directly spoke about this, including what his administration may do next. And the president, though, previously, he didn't call for any action in the wake of the shooting. The White House, when we were in the briefing with the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, said they were letting the investigation play out. His vice president visited last week. First Lady Melania Trump, she did call for preemptive intervention in identifying potential school shooters. And today the president talked about what his administration plans to do next. Take a listen.
I've made clear Attorney General Pam Bondi is working really hard that we must get answers about the causes of these repeated attacks, and we're working very, very hard on that. The Trump administration will have no tolerance for terrorism or political violence, and that includes hate crimes against Christians, Jews, or anybody else.
That's wild. That's wild that we have to freaking do all this. And, you know, I remember back in the days, I don't know, you guys are old enough. You guys are definitely old enough. Remember when we used to go to school and we did our Pledge of Allegiance, and right after we did the Pledge of Allegiance, we prayed in school? In my school, we prayed. Like after we did the national anthem, you know, the Pledge of Allegiance. Once we did the Pledge of Allegiance, they give you a moment to pray, and you would pray, and you would do it in silence, you know, and then when you were done, then the class starts, and then, you know, you get educated. The fact that they stopped doing that, I think, is what's going on with our younglings in society, that, you know, if you don't have something to, like, a positive tool to help steer the young youth into positive attitudes and positive doing things good instead of evil, I think it begins with prayer. And if they don't pray, they don't believe. And if they don't believe, they do whatever they want. And we got chaos. And that's what we're having today. Look at the chaos that's going on. So it's like, a lot of these kids don't even have any role models, don't even have anyone to look up to. Why not look up to Jesus, right? And do the prayer. And I think that will bring more positive energy into what's been going on. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and watch another of Jason Ace here. Let's go right to it. I'm going to eat my breakfast. I got my coffee. I'm actually going to go heat up my coffee, because I like my coffee really, really, really hot. So I'm going to go get it hot, and then be right back. But let's watch this as the world is going crazy and we're all in it together.
A rare blood moon will rise tonight in Asia, including Israel, during a total lunar eclipse.
A hint of red has been witnessed in the night sky as a rare blood moon. Total lunar eclipse took place this morning. The phenomenon occurs when the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon align perfectly in a straight line.
Here is the president on where he thinks things stand right now. He said this yesterday. Listen here.
I think we're going to have a deal on Gaza very soon. It's a hell of a problem. Again, it's a problem we want to solve for the Middle East, for Israel, for everybody. Are you confident you can get them all released? Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to get them all.
And overnight, the president wrote this on Truth Social, Dan. Everyone wants the hostages home. Everyone wants this war to end. The Israelis have accepted my terms, and it is time for Hamas to accept as well. I have warned Hamas about the consequences of not accepting. He says, this is my last warning. There will not be another one. He says this is his last warning. So what happens next?
You can see that here in the speeches of Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader. And he says two things. First of all, we have not signed a peace agreement. We're still fighting. We're still fighting, and we will continue to do so.
Well, much of the world was treated to a total lunar eclipse, also known as a blood moon, on Sunday evening. While the astronomical event was not visible in the U.S., sky gazers in Asia, Western Australia, and much of Europe and Africa were able to take in the sight of the moon turning a deep shade of red as it completely entered Earth's shadow.
Oh, look at it now.
That's
Isn't that gorgeous? That is so. If you wake up right now, you can see that, but you won't because you're looking at us instead.
That's right.
You're watching it on our screens instead. But does anything weird happen, Kirsten, when
from an astrophysical point of view?
Yeah. And the moons and the charts and all that sort of stuff?
There are definitely superstitions around lunar eclipses and blood moons.
But beyond science, eclipses have always carried stories of destiny and mystery. And this one is no exception. The date September 7th connects with the number 7 in numerology, a number often linked to introspection, spiritual growth, and the search of wisdom. Astrologers too see eclipses as powerful moments, often described as cosmic turning points that stir hidden energies.
The moon was visible to the naked eye above Ankara in Turkey as the sky glowed a deep red color. Moving over to Cyprus, it looked to be almost a faded red. And the spectacle was also seen in the UAE, while the blood moon also captivated sky watchers in Beijing.
Across many traditions, an eclipse is viewed as a doorway between phases of life, a symbolic moment where one chapter closes and another begins. In astrology, being born during an eclipse is considered very rare and often linked with heightened significance. US President Donald Trump was born on June 14th, 1946, under the shadow of a total lunar eclipse.
The Trump administration is considering imposing additional travel restrictions for certain delegations during the annual high-level UN General Assembly that begins here in New York later this month. The AP reports that potential travel and other restrictions could soon be imposed on delegations from Iran, Sudan, Zimbabwe, and Brazil.
Australia and France and Germany are planning to recognize a Palestinian state during the upcoming UN General Assembly. Hamas sees that to their advantage. Hamas is fighting an insurgency. And yeah, they're holding 50 hostages, reportedly 20 of whom are still alive. The war is currency for Hamas. It's the oxygen that keeps them going. And so I just can't be very optimistic that we're going to get to a deal. Israel wants to ensure that Gaza can no longer present a threat. They want to finish the job against Hamas, and they want the hostages to come home. It's going to be difficult to see all of that working out in the near term.
Yeah, man, aren't you right about that? I mean, you can kill a terror group, you can kill a terrorist, but you can't kill an ideology.
Graham Wood, he's out with a new piece titled "The Neighbor from Hell." Israel and the United States delivered a blow to Iran, but it could come back stronger. It details how Tehran might rebound after last June's missile strikes between Israel and Iran, and then, of course, the U.S. bombing of 3 Iranian nuclear sites. Graham, it's a great piece in the new issue of The Atlantic. Thank you for being here this morning. In it, you sort of trace how Iran built up this proxy army, and we can get to that. But right now, just talk to viewers about where Iran stands at this moment in the aftermath of those high-profile strikes.
Yeah, so Iran worked for 20 plus years trying to build up this axis of resistance, which means a bunch of proxies outside of Iran, so it could fight outside of Iran instead of being attacked inside. And it got attacked inside, and it lost that war. It was a period when Israel, the United States, and Iran all had to sort of show their cards. And Israel had the cards, the United States had the cards, and Iran did not have a bad hand in the sense that it had a ballistic missile element that was able to at least attack Israel to the point where Israel had to wonder whether it was going to run out of anti-missile missiles. But overall, what we saw was that the axis of resistance, those allies that Iran had, did not show up to the fight. And they were picked apart by Israeli intelligence, by Americans, and Iran did not really have the cards, have the goods to fight. So right now they're at a point where they look weaker than they have for many years.
So with that in mind, what is your read on the opportunity here, if you will? If it's not just that its proxies aren't around anymore. I guess the Houthis still are, but Hezbollah and Hamas both badly wounded. But even like someone like Russia hasn't stepped up to support Tehran. So just how fragile would you say there is the regime?
I mean, you can ask the regime itself. The regime has a few important talking points here, and you can hear it in the speeches of Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader. And he says two things. First of all, we have not signed a peace agreement. We're still fighting. We're still fighting, and we will continue to do so. But also, he points out that they're at a nadir in their fortunes, but they've actually had worse before.
They're just reloading.
He points out that
they're reloading.
He's 86 years old. So looking back to the end of the Iran-Iraq war, Iran was really suffering. And it took them a few years, but they came up with a strategy that kept their enemies busy for decades to come. So I think they're at a point where they're still vigorous in their hatred of the United States, hatred of Israel, but they're looking for a new strategy. And if the past is any guidance, they'll find one, and it might take a little while for that to happen.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you have experts in your piece saying that even though they're at a low point, there's no expectation that the regime is going to fall. Instead, they've kind of got this blueprint strategy of what it's looked like to rebuild in the past. And so what does that look like in this period right now?
I mean, it's possible that they will come up with something that we just won't be able to anticipate.
Sure.
Part of it, of course, is the nuclear idea. I mean, they have been pursuing nuclear weapons, or at least material that could turn into nuclear weapons for some time. The American strikes against them, of course, dealt a blow, but we don't know what kind of material they were able to get out. And also the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal, gave unprecedented visibility to what they were doing, and we have none of that right now. What they say, though, is, again, we've had worse. We're going to sit back and we're going to find something to do. Now, Iran has had protests inside the country that have been also very vigorous and that have gotten nowhere. So the idea that the regime will simply collapse, that it will run out of steam, that there will be no Islamic Republic, or that it will change its goals, that's what seems to be totally impossible based on what we've seen.
That's wild. Thank you, Jason A, for another entry there. This world, I tell you, they really want World War III at all costs. They do not care about anything but war. And it's going to happen. It will happen. Eventually, it's bound to happen, and it will happen. And a lot of people are going to be hurt. A lot of people are going to, it's not going to make it, you know? They're just not, it's not in the cards. Big time wars, big time effects of wars. A lot of uranium and other components to making a dangerous weapon is still in Iran. They have a lot of mountain terrains in Iran, and I see a lot of their materials are underground and in a mountain. And we're not just talking about one mountain. There's like a lot. So it's going to be wild times for Israel. I believe their battle is going to continue. And right now, it's just like, reload, You know, everybody's reloading, especially Israel. Israel is reloading and getting all this equipment from the United States. You know, every day there's shipments being delivered to Israel to restock their weapons, and it's a never-ending battle, and it will continue to be a battle. It's not going to be no end. Only because we took out these nuclear facilities doesn't mean, all right, that's it. The show's over. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate it. No, this war is going to continue, and Israel is going to be like dealt a very heavy casualty loss. And I think that's when Israel is going to unveil their atomic weapon and destroy Iran with it. It's bound to happen. Israel does have nuclear weapons. Don't let it be. They have nuclear weapons, and they're itching to use it, and they're itching to use it against Iran and those who are against their beliefs. It's wild. Okay, so now we're going into the paranormal. So let's go into the paranormal shows. I got 2 of them. This is the one I wanted to see last night. It was like a really long one. It was like 55 minutes long. So I'm just gonna let that sucker play and watch together because I haven't seen it. So we're gonna watch right now.
Oh, almost command. No f***ing way.
I've never seen it do this before.
Something was lifting it from underneath, bro. What the f*** you talking about?
It's more than doorknob, just no. I saw it. There's someone in the house with us, man.
It was creepy. It was so creepy.
Nothing that we brought.
A direct quote from one of the new owners was, "Sometimes I think I'm going crazy. I wake up hearing strange noises, and I will even see things moving in front of my own eyes. When I tell friends and family about my encounters, they ask if maybe I was dreaming, but I know that I wasn't." Not much information was given on the backstory of the home, except the previous owners passed away more than 20 years ago inside of the house. Since then, minor work and renovations have been done on the home. Something strange that the owners mentioned is that when they moved into the house, they found pictures of the previous couple in one of the upstairs bedrooms. Strangely, anytime that they have put these photographs away in boxes or packed them in storage, the activity in the house feels much more aggressive, almost as if the previous owners don't want their pictures put away. Therefore, they continue to leave these photographs in their home to this day, hoping it will keep the activity to a minimum. Tonight, Colton and I will be investigating the property and seeing if we can capture anything out of the ordinary.
This is going to be very interesting. Creepy. Get to the creepiness.
This place looks creepy. Rolling?
Yeah. This place is amazing.
Yeah, it's hard to open the front door.
Wait, I got night mode.
Pitch black. Smells smoky in here. Maybe there was a smoker.
Maybe. It's definitely like embedded in here though.
Look at the wallpaper. It's so old.
Whoa.
It's tight. What do you got here? Bible? Yeah? Bible? Oh, hey.
What?
Look at this. I bet these are the pictures she was talking about.
Those are ancient.
Whoa. That's gnarly looking. That's crazy. He's in his like soldier's uniform.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that when these pictures are not out, she said there's like crazy amounts of activity, almost like
They want to be reminded of
I don't know
that they used to live here.
Maybe they still think it's their home. Like this is still our home. Like even though we're gone, it doesn't belong to you. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Old picture.
These stairs are. Whoa.
What? What?
Is that moving?
Oh yeah, it is.
How did that happen?
You think that could be from when we bumped the door open?
Maybe. Here, test it. Was that one moving?
No.
They're still moving.
Oh, that one would for sure be.
Well, here.
It has to be. There's no way. Opening the door and
Let
closing
me
it.
go along and see if I can see what happens at the same time. Whoa.
What?
What was that?
What was what?
That little giggle.
Mm-hmm. I heard it too.
What happens at the same time?
Whoa.
What?
What was that?
What was what?
That little giggle. Whoa.
What?
It sounded like it came from, maybe it came from in here.
Maybe it was the door. The door
You think
squeaked
so?
a little bit. You want me to do it again?
That sounded like a laugh, though. Here, check it out.
Listen.
No.
Huh.
You'll hear it on the playback. Whoa.
When the car's moving, the chandelier is in the middle.
Check some of these old chairs. They put it over in the furniture, maybe.
Is anybody present right now that would like to communicate? Can you come close to this device? We're not here to harm you at all. We're just here to see if you're still with us. You have a problem with somebody putting these pictures?
Wow.
What?
This thing just went red. Look. Look. On her picture. Holy shit. Look.
Whoa.
I'm talking about like her face is lighting it up, bro. What about him?
Check that out, yeah.
No.
Nope.
Nothing. So is it maybe it's just her? That's fucking crazy, bro.
Is there something behind here, like electric?
I don't know. No, it's just like the back of it. I don't see any outlets or anything. That's trippy, bro.
Can you like make that go red? Whoa.
Dude. Bitch spikes.
No fucking
That's
way.
crazy.
I've never seen it do this before, bro. Like,
yeah, that's
like that,
hard to
like
do
pulsating on red.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show us where you like to go in this house?
Try it again. Try it right on her face.
Look, dude.
What the hell?
I just said, can you go to wherever it is that you mostly hang out in this house?
Is there like a light maybe on here? Like one of those frames that lights up?
It's a glass picture.
No, this is a crystal. Dude, feel that. This is lead crystal.
Oh, yeah.
Crystal is another one of those things. It has the ability to store so much information, like even beyond a microchip.
Well, if she was just here, she left on command. Like, can you please go to where you most hang out in this house? And now, nothing here. What about him? Are you here now? No. Neither one of them.
Dude.
Let's see what else we got, bro. I mean, that kind of gets your heart going right out the gate.
Yeah.
You saw this right here?
That's probably the original
When
house.
they lived here, yeah. While they were still alive. Is this where you hang out at? Is this where you want to communicate with us?
This is an eerily plain room right now.
Yeah. It's just crazy because I have not gotten any other spikes in the hallway out there, in the chairs of that room. Just her picture, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Dude, that thing weighs literally like 4 or 5 pounds, that frame. I'm telling you, when we get like someday when we're out of here, look up what crystal is. I mean, it's pretty powerful stuff.
Oh yeah, like energy wise?
Like it stores energy.
Mm-hmm. Nice little bathroom. What is this room here? Just like a living room?
Yeah.
This is definitely more recent. It looks like furniture. This is not 100 years old. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I wouldn't say maybe not 100, but it's pretty. Oh yeah, it's pretty worn. It's been busted up quite a bit.
What's this? Does this go outside the house? Oh, they got like a back porch. Oh, it's just like the water heater out here and stuff. Yeah, it's not really much to see out here. Let's see what's
One
upstairs.
light outside.
Yeah, one only street light.
It's just eerie out here, man.
I'm gonna lock that.
Okay.
Just because.
It was a different one too. That second one was completely different.
That was weird. I just don't know if that was from inside or if that was outside. Hello? Dude, this thing has not blinked a single time.
Wow.
Dude, this thing has not blinked a single time. Not even like to the green or yellow since the picture.
Well, I wonder if we were communicating with whatever's here, where it went.
Dude, I'm getting weird vibes up here. What's over here? Hello?
Dude, this room's like insane asylum.
Oh, I know. That, you know what? It's funny you said that because right when I walked in here, what went through my mind was like hospital bed.
Yeah, this room kind of makes me uncomfortable just because one of my worst nightmares that I have is of me in an insane asylum.
Damn, bro. She didn't tell us their names.
That's true.
I don't even know.
There's a lot of
who to
information
call
there that definitely.
Yeah. Like I would try to call her by name and see if she could come wherever we're at.
Well,
but
I mean, technically, we do have things that say words. So you want to do like an obelisk, spirit box, something like that?
Let's do that and see if maybe she could tell us her name.
Exactly.
Let's do that. Downstairs.
Picture.
With the pictures.
For sure.
Let's put the pictures right next to it. Yeah.
Yeah. You want us to cover something?
Just to cover up the picture. We heard from the owner that you don't like it.
It was like, weird. Look at the girl's candle and look at the guy's candle.
Oh, hers is flickering.
It just stopped.
Oh, look.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Unclear. That's fucking crazy, bro. Do you not know your name anymore?
Are you male or female?
Aqua.
Aqua.
Oh, bro. That room.
Oh, yeah.
Entered.
Entered Aqua.
Oh, bro. I'm getting goosebumps, bro. Hey.
Dude.
We saw Aqua room upstairs. It said Aqua entered.
It was after you.
Yeah. I said go where you normally reside. But then we heard a thump up there too just now.
Sure.
Running. We were talking about the thumps upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, the candle too. Only that one.
That one is
Only that one. The one next to the woman.
just throbbing. We've heard all these stories about a bunch of activity in here. We've heard that you don't like your picture put away or covered.
Want?
Want?
Mm.
You want us to put your picture away? If you don't tell us your name right now, I'm going to put your picture away. Okay, they're both going now.
I wonder if,
Both
yeah,
candles
maybe
are
it doesn't
flickering.
like that. We're saying that we're going to put the picture away.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Put her picture just face down.
Well, let's see how your husband feels about this.
How long have you been in this house? Let's put them both down.
What is the date?
Ooh.
Oh.
What is the
What
date?
is the date? It's almost like the spirit doesn't know what day it is. Like, what's the date?
It's 2023.
Uh-oh. Potential strength. Character.
Mm.
We have a REM pod in here. And if you come close, what that device will do is it'll start beeping and it'll light up and it'll let us know that you're here. If you can't tell us your name, can you at least come close to the REM pod? We have one here and we have one in the other room near the kitchen. Oh.
Almost on command.
Yeah. Wait. That's the other REM pod. 100%.
Dude, listen to it.
It's going. Can you come closer? Can you come to this one? My camera is not focusing right now. Fuzzy.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Huh?
The chair. Dude, it's really dark, but that is fucking moving.
Wow,
It's barely moving.
Holy shit, bro.
Dude, I'm fucking freaking.
Whoa. Shh.
What the fuck was that?
Bro, that sounded like a
Did someone just come in this house?
sound like a door, right?
But that is fucking moving. It's barely moving.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Dude, I'm freaking. Shh. What the fuck was that?
The chair was moving.
It's barely moving.
Holy shit, bro.
Dude, I'm fucking freaking. Shh. What the fuck was that?
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Did someone just come in this house?
Sound like a door, right? That came from the other side of the house, though.
Hello?
Bro, that was so fucking loud.
Dude, it was either in here.
Bro.
What?
The door is open. Wide open, bro.
Whoa. Wide open.
I locked this. I know I locked this.
Well, that door definitely was closed.
Yeah, one lonely street light.
It's just eerie out here, man.
Here he goes. See? He closes it.
I'm gonna lock that.
Okay.
He locked it. He locked the door. The door's wide open.
Shaking right now.
What?
That's wild.
I have no idea.
Are you sure you closed that door?
This door was locked, bro. Hello? Oh my!
Whoa!
What the
Holy
was
dude?
Dude, what the?
I have no idea, bro. The fucking thing moved, bro. There's something, bro. There's a cellar door out there. I didn't even see that earlier. It was fucking moving. Something was lifting it from underneath, bro.
What the? You talking about?
I'm not here. Here, go if you want to look. There's a cellar door right there, and when I went around the corner, it was fucking lifting up and dropping, bro.
Wow.
This is old ass floor. This wasn't. You didn't just like.
No, bro.
Open a fucking hardwood.
You didn't hear that?
I heard it, but I thought.
I heard it. Look at it right there.
You could have like.
No. This was bouncing up and down when I came out here, bro.
Wow.
There's something in there. I'm telling you. Don't even, bro. Don't even lift that right now. There might be an animal in there. That fucking thing was going crazy.
I don't think it's an animal.
Are you beneath us? Can you answer through one of our devices? There's an obelisk in here.
Shh.
I heard growling.
That sounded like an animal or something. You didn't hear that?
I did. Yeah, I heard like a growling.
Shh.
Right there.
That sounded like an animal or something. You didn't hear that?
What the fuck's going on right now?
Sound like I don't know.
What
I'm
is
so
it?
fucking nervous
How heavy
right now.
is it? Is there a draft under the house? You sure?
Bro. Here.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know though. I know what you're gonna say. I don't want to know.
Let me see the flashlight. Can you lift it and like stay away from it? Like stay behind it. Like if I tell you to close it, drop it. Like if there's an animal in there, you're gonna have to fucking push it back down.
I'm worried about look where we are. Is there a person under here?
I don't know. But I'll tell you what, if I say drop it, jump on top of it. Like
that sounded like an animal.
It's demonic.
if I say drop it, jump on top of it. Like
that sounded like an animal.
Just pull it up a little, like a tiny bit. And if I see something, I'm going to tell you to drop it.
Can I do this at once?
Oh, wait. Hold, don't let go of it, bro. Bro, this shit goes deep in there, man. What are the chances that there's someone underneath the house right now, bro?
I don't know what to think.
I'm going to show you what I just caught on here. But something was lifting this, like, hard, bro. Hang on. Let me see if I can look down here. What the fuck? Did you hear that?
No.
Shine.
Shine. Okay, well.
Shine the light?
I can tell you something, bro.
What?
I'm not crawling under there.
Yeah, that was good. You see the shadows of all those Black Widows right there? I'm not super convinced, though, I guess. Are you sure you didn't, like, step on something that caused it to do that?
I'm gonna show you, bro. There's something under this house.
I will put an
Is
infrared
there
camera.
anything that you want to say while we have this door to this fucking underground tomb open?
I will set up a camera there.
Just close it, bro.
Nothing.
Just close it.
Here, I'm gonna need your help. So I'll step on it. That was weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Dude, let me show you.
No way.
Oh yeah, bang.
Fuck out of here.
Like that, bro. Like that, bro. Oh my!
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Dude.
Good. Look how it's going up and down. He got scared and he moved away.
I don't know what the fuck to think right now, honestly. We still have all the shit and the candles going in the other room, too.
Notice that happened after we fucking put their pictures down and we were kind of provoking.
The fucking candles stopped moving, the chair moved, the REM pod, and then over here. The door's open and the fucking little cellar thing is flying up.
Growling.
Like it was a fucking earthquake in one spot.
I'm thinking Ouija board, bro.
Dude, I'm thinking you're fucking high. I'm thinking you're crazy. Like,
Ouija board, he's like, you're fucking crazy. Hey, it's a good tool to use.
Happening in here?
I have no idea.
I don't even want to be in this kitchen, dude. There's no guaranteeing that we're getting activity from the same thing or person or whatever you want to call it. Like, there's no way.
Bro. Dude. The fucking candle went out. One of them went up.
Oh.
Did it blow out?
Oh.
And the picture frames in the floor.
Fucking pictures on the ground, bro.
Oh, damn.
And her candle went out.
No fucking way.
Only one candle went out. And her picture's on the ground, bro.
Wow. Look at it. On the ground.
What the fuck is happening right
now? Did we fuck up?
I don't know.
Did we fuck up?
I don't know. Let's
Oh boy, they caught something in the window upstairs.
We just came outside to get some equipment and go set up.
Dude,
and
it was, I'm not even fucking kidding you. It
So
was
clear.
like,
so fucking clear. The right curtain totally just moved. That's crazy.
Dude, it's fucking insane.
Like the second we came out. All right, let's set this shit up.
Man, I would have more cameras on this home than what they have.
Okay. I'm gonna put the REM pod here. Yeah, let's put her here. Let's put her here with the yes no program in front of her. That's the only thing I could think of. Are you still running Ovilus on the
Yeah, it's still going.
Can you kill that light?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You said you were in the Aqua room. Said Aqua entered when we asked where you'd like to stay in the house. If you're still here, can you light up this prism? Can you come close to it? Or you can go next to the device over here on the floor. That'll light up and start beeping as well. Can you just let us know that you're up here? I'm so shook right now.
Wow.
Like I feel like I just ran a mile. How hard
That's
my
crazy.
I'm like waiting for something really
big to happen.
Tough to happen.
Yep. Me too.
Did it make you angry that we didn't come up here, or that we put your picture down?
Oh my! What the fuck was that, bro? Something just passed the door.
It's the corner of my peripheral vision.
Something just passed the fucking door.
I don't even know what direction it went, dude.
It went from left to right. I saw it.
I heard a rustle, and then literally the corner of
There's someone in the house with us, man.
Dude.
There's someone in the house with us, fucking with us.
Oh boy.
Or that we put your picture down.
Oh my!
Oh yeah. Something moved,
bro.
Quick. Yeah, there it is. Oh boy. Yeah, it was transparent. Starts right there. Look, it's just walking by. Wow. You can see it. Like it's just moving from left to right.
Or that we put your picture down.
Oh my! What the
Whoa.
was that, bro? There's someone in the house with us.
That was quick. The door closed by itself?
Let's just fucking sit here for a second. Honestly, I'm not doing that.
Shh. There's fucking footsteps.
Dude, I have not seen.
What? Hey. What the bro?
Not even, man.
Opening the
Bro,
door.
Dude.
I'm about to have a fucking heart attack, bro.
Hello. What was that?
Oh, green.
Tradition.
What the fuck, dude? I'm getting the fuck out of here, bro.
Here.
What? Hey. What the fuck, bro?
Not even, man.
Bro.
Dude.
Yeah. Huh. Damn, they had to drive down and get away.
Bro, as soon as we came in, my bottom stairs. Yeah, that's the fucking one up there. Oh, shit.
This house is haunted.
What is fucking going on in this place, dude?
It's moving. The doorknob just fucking moved.
No.
I swear to God, the doorknob just moved. There's no one in there. The thing upstairs is going nuts, bro. We have all of our equipment in the car. Nothing that we own, nothing that we brought is inside this house anymore. But we're going to do a quick sweep and we're going to take some Polaroids to see if we can capture anything. Are you ready?
I mean, yeah.
Let's do this quick.
They're scared. They are scared.
Here, I'm gonna give them to you. We could check them in the car. Let's go upstairs.
Okay. I really don't want to go up there yet.
I'm not going in this room again. I felt trapped in here, bro. Upstairs hall here. Cool. Here you go. The underground tunnel. Like lift it quick. I'll stick my arm down.
Oh yeah, I'm not going in there though.
Yeah. No, I'm not going
Okay.
there either.
Okay.
What are you in the cellar?
Oh, bro.
Okay.
I know you heard that. Did you hear that?
Dude, yeah.
Oh, bro.
Okay.
I know you heard that.
Yeah.
Going into this house was a pretty cool feeling right off the bat. Personally, I like visiting old buildings and doing a bit of urban exploration. So for me, just knowing the building is around 140 years old, it's pretty cool. It holds a lot of ancient history within its walls, and I was excited to check it out.
Look at the wallpaper. It's so old. Whoa. That's tight.
During the initial walkthrough, we came across the photographs that the owner had mentioned, and you could tell that these photos were very old.
Look at this. I bet these are the pictures she was talking about.
All the pictures.
Those are ancient. Whoa. That's gnarly looking.
That's crazy.
Probably not as old as the house, but they definitely had quite a few years on them.
They're dated, and they're
As
on
I was looking at a
crystal.
picture on the wall in the hallway, I hear Colton say, "Whoa, is that moving?"
Whoa.
What?
The chandelier.
What?
The crystals are moving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, by themselves.
And
Look at
there
that.
were these crystals that were hanging from a chandelier up above us that were just barely swinging. I thought it was a little bit weird, but honestly, that could have been from a number of things. Maybe due to the age of the house, our
No.
footsteps were able to move it enough to make it swing.
No.
Maybe when we
No.
came in the front door, the wind moved it.
No.
So we decided to test it.
Hold
No.
on. Let me go along and see if I can see
That wind has to be very strong, and they didn't even feel it. To make those crystals move like that from the middle.
What?
The outside of the crystals ain't moving.
Colton swore that he heard this laugh when I was closing the door, and I didn't hear anything at all except for the door squeaking. But listening back to the footage, it was extremely audible through the microphones.
Whoa.
What?
It sounded like it came from in here.
Maybe it was the door. The door
You think so?
squeaked a little bit.
When I closed the door the second time, it squeaked like it did the first time, but that didn't explain what Colton and the microphones had captured.
Listen.
No.
Huh.
You'll hear it on the playback.
It is very scary when you hear things like that and you're alone in the dark and you can't decipher where it's coming from.
That's disturbing.
So the EMF detector hasn't really been giving us a ton of activity on some of our more recent investigations, but for anyone watching who doesn't know what this device does, it detects energy. So to hold it up against a light switch or a wall outlet, that's a good way to test it and make sure that it works. But the concept is that spirits harvest energy, and if the EMF detector is sensing energy when it's not close to any sort of electricity or explainable source, then we get into the unexplainable phenomenon category.
Exactly.
What?
This thing just went red. Look. Look. On her picture.
Wow.
Holy sh**.
A lot of energy.
A photograph should not be setting this device off.
No.
No matter how you chalk it up, a piece of paper shouldn't hold any energy unless something is possibly attached to it.
Yep.
Maybe it's just her. That's f***ing crazy, bro.
We checked behind the dresser for outlets or wires. There was nothing. And this thing was literally picking up strong signals. It was going to the red bar, which is the top of the meter. When Colton said, "Can you make this device blink to red?" almost immediately, an on-command response, it started hitting the maximum meter on the EMF detector.
Can you like make that go red? Whoa, dude. No fucking way.
Can you show us where you like to go in this house?
At one point I said, "If you're present with us, can you please show us your favorite section of the house or where you like to spend most of your time at?" And almost instantly, the device stopped blinking. It was almost as if we were detecting a spirit or a presence near the picture. And when I asked where you like to hang out in this house, it left. Exiting the downstairs kitchen area, I was stopped almost dead in my tracks. I for sure heard a laugh this time. When I turned and I looked at Colton, I knew immediately that he heard it too because he stopped. He was frozen looking.
It was a different one too. That second one was completely different. That was weird.
Upstairs, there was a room that was painted different from the rest of the rooms in the house. It was kind of an aqua greenish room with what reminded me of a hospital bed in it. It gave both of us kind of weird vibes at the time. Colton said it reminded him of a sane asylum. It felt different from the rest of the house.
Damn, bro. She didn't tell us their names.
That's true.
While we were doing our initial sweep, I realized that the owners didn't give us any names of the previous deceased owners. Sometimes on investigations, it helps if we know who we're trying to communicate with in order to trigger some responses.
Like I would try to call her by name and see if she'd come wherever we're at.
Well, I mean, technically we do have things that say words.
Since we have devices that could generate words, we decided let's set up the Ovilus downstairs by the old photographs. So we placed a REM pod in the living room down the hall. We placed a REM pod in the room where we were, and we lit some candles beside the photographs. The Ovilus is not a device that I would trust every word coming out of. It can generate words from radio signals, airwaves. Sometimes it says a bunch of crap, but when it's spot on, and it gives you chills every time that you witness it.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Unclear. That's fucking crazy, bro. Do you not know your name anymore?
Are you male or female? Aqua.
Oh, bro. That room.
Oh, yeah.
Entered
Aqua.
This time we had two forms of Oviluses running while we were asking the questions. One through the Ovilus app, and there was another which is a standalone Ovilus device. I asked, "How long have you been in this house?" And the phone app almost immediately says, "What is the date?"
How long have you been in this house? Let's put them both down.
What is the date?
Oh, what is the date?
Like, tell me what the day is, and I'll tell you how old I am because I don't know.
It's almost like the spirit doesn't know what day it is. Like, what's the date?
It's 2023.
Uh-oh. Potential strength.
At this point, I'm starting to get excited, thinking like, okay, cool. Maybe we're opening up a line of communication. We had seen the aqua-colored room upstairs. We asked, "Where do you like to spend most of your time?" The device said, "Enter aqua." We were asking each other what the sound was upstairs. The Ovilus said, "Running." We were talking about why the candles were flickering, and the Ovilus says, "Potential strength." But within moments, I started regretting it. I thought maybe we shouldn't have opened up a line of communication with whatever's here.
My camera is not focusing right now. Fuzzy.
So my camera started losing focus for some reason, and the Ovilus almost immediately says fuzzy. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's referring to like what's happening on my camera. And then Colton starts yelling that he's seeing the chair moving in the room. From this moment, to me, it felt like all hell broke loose.
Bro.
Huh?
The chair. Dude, it's really dark, but that is fucking moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's barely moving.
Holy shit, bro.
Dude, I'm fucking freaking. What the fuck was that?
Like running.
That sounded like a.
Did someone just come in this house?
Sound like a door, right?
When we heard the banging sound, it was very, very, very loud. It was unmistakably loud to the point that we knew, number one, this is definitely coming from in the house. And number two, it sounded like it was right down the hallway from us.
Holy shit, bro.
Dude, I'm fucking freaking. What the fuck was that?
Bro, that sounded like a
It was either in here.
Bro.
What?
The door is open. Wide open, bro.
When I saw the door open in the kitchen, I knew for a fact I had locked it earlier.
Yeah.
I locked this. I
know
I locked this.
I made a point to tell Colton I'm locking this. I don't know why, but I
remember.
figured that the outside porch area wasn't important to the investigation, and I felt more comfortable with that door being locked. You could see it in the initial walkthrough.
Yep.
I'm gonna lock that.
Okay.
I'm gonna lock that.
Just because.
Exactly.
To hear this slamming noise and then come to see this door open, immediately I was on edge.
Dude, I'm literally shaking right now.
What could have been?
I have no idea.
Are you sure you closed that door?
This door was locked, bro.
Wow.
Hello? Oh my.
Whoa.
What the whole was that, dude?
That shit moved by
I
itself.
turn the corner and I'm looking over towards the water heater and I hear slam, slam, slam right below my feet. And when I look down, it looked like someone or something was trying to get out of this cellar trap door.
Hello? Oh my. What the whole was that, dude?
This was one of those moments where my heart literally almost stopped beating.
Dude, what the? I have no idea, bro. The fucking thing moved, bro. There's something, bro. There's a cellar door out there. I didn't even see that earlier. It was fucking moving.
I felt like I was losing my mind. Colton kept saying he's not convinced. Maybe it was loose floorboarding or whatnot.
Yeah.
He didn't see what I saw because he was a couple feet behind me when I turned that corner.
Something was lifting it from underneath, bro.
What the f you talking about?
I'm not here. Here. Go if you want to look. There's a cellar door right there. And when I went around the corner, it was fucking lifting up and dropping, bro.
He saw me freaking out, but I think that he wanted to check it out a bit more than I did.
This is old ass floor. This wasn't. You didn't just like.
No,
Bump
bro.
open the f***ing hardwood.
You didn't hear that?
I heard it, but I thought you could have like.
No. This was bouncing up and down when I came out here, bro. There's something in there. I'm telling you. Don't even lift that right now. There might be an animal in there. That fucking thing was going crazy.
Maybe there's a large animal underneath the house trying to come up through the door. Maybe there's a person underneath the house trying to come up through this trap door. I didn't know.
Shh.
First, we hear this grunt, like a large animal, almost like a growl.
Shh. That sounded like an animal or something. You didn't hear that?
But when we looked down there, we saw nothing. We went out to the car for a few moments to gather our thoughts, grab new batteries for the equipment.
We just came outside to get some equipment and go set up.
Dude,
And
it was. I'm not even fucking kidding you. It
So
was
clear.
like-
So fucking clear. The right curtain totally just moved.
And as we were outside, we both saw a curtain move in the upstairs window. Unfortunately, we didn't catch it on camera, but we both saw it with our own eyes. And we decided, you know what? That's the room that had the aqua color. We were getting a lot of signs pointing towards that room. And now seeing movement in the window, one of the curtains moving, we decided to do a yes-no prism in that room with the REM pod.
Did it make you angry that we didn't come up here, or that we put your picture down?
Oh my, what the fuck was that, bro?
Something just passed the door.
What was the corner of my peripheral vision?
I saw something run past the door. I heard footsteps run past the door.
Where that we put your picture down?
Oh my, what the was that?
I was 100% convinced that there was someone else in the house.
I heard a rustle and then literally the corner of
There's
my
someone
vision.
in the house with us, man.
Dude,
there's someone in the house with us, with us.
But looking back at the footage, when I slow it down and I look at it frame by frame, something definitely went past the door. I saw it clear as day with my own eyes, but in the footage, it looks transparent, whatever it was. You could almost see right through it. You could see like the floorboard behind the legs of whatever just ran by the door. I truly believe that whatever ran past the door was something non-human. It was horrifying.
let's just fucking sit here for a second. Honestly, I'm not doing that. Shh. There's fucking footsteps. Dude, I have not seen...
What? Hey. What the f, bro?
Not even, man.
Bro.
Dude. What the f?
I'm about to have a fucking heart attack, bro.
Hello?
Shh. Downstairs.
What the fuck was that?
Tradition. What the fuck, dude? I'm getting the fuck out of here, bro.
At this point, we got in the car. We drove a few blocks away from the house. We parked the car in another neighborhood. That's how much neither of us wanted to be anywhere near that house at the time. And around 5, maybe 6 a.m., right before it got bright outside, we decided, you know what, let's just go get our gear as quickly as possible. Let's get our shit and get out of the house.
That's the fucking one over there. Oh, shit.
Shit was still happening. The REM pod is going crazy upstairs. A door closed right in front of us.
What is fucking going on in this place, dude? The doorknob just no.
It's like we woke something up in this house, or something just woke up around the time that we were doing what we were doing in there, but we were definitely not alone.
It's crazy.
Once we had got all of our stuff out of the house and we were in the car, we definitely felt a lot better. And I think that at that point, maybe we were getting a little bit more brave because the sun was right around the corner. It was about to be daylight out and we were already packed, ready to go. So we decided, let's literally go back in there for like 60 seconds tops and snap some Polaroids. Maybe we'll capture something different in a photograph.
We have all of our equipment in the car. Nothing that we own, nothing that we brought is inside this house anymore. But we're going to do a quick sweep and we're going to take some Polaroids to see if we can capture anything. Are you ready?
I mean, yeah.
Let's do this quick. Here. I'm going to give them to you. And we could check them in the car. Cool. Here you go. The underground tunnel. Like lift it quick. I'll stick my arm down.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going in there though.
Yeah. No, I'm not going
okay.
there either.
Okay. way.
I know you heard that. Did you hear that?
Dude, yeah.
I'm sure that the main thing on your mind right now is probably, did we capture anything in the Polaroids? What did we capture?
Yeah,
I'll let you be the judge of that. Take a look for yourself.
Oh shit! Here we go. What is those like orbs? Something in the corner there. Yeah. Okay, like face. That was pretty interesting. Good freaking episode. Holy shit. That was creepy. creepy. I definitely want to see one more of the paranormal tales, but before I do that, we're gonna get into some news because this is like paranormal and the news together. I'm blending them together. Like the paranormal stuff is good to like watch, and then if you're on your phone, you can go to the restroom, you can do a whole bunch of stuff while watching the show and listening to the programming. These paranormal activity and porn, like it's just super like amazing to watch how energy and how other people are having these issues, and how come it's only in certain places and not every place, right? And the energy, it all depends on like what happened in that home. Do they have any, you know, people buried under the property that they don't know? Like that house, the owners, previous owners died in that house. Like how long were they dead before they were discovered? Like questions like that needs to be answered. Um, but she was pissed. Hell to the fuck no! You just did not walk into my house and acting all crazy without taking off your shoes before you come into my motherfucking place. So she got a fit. She threw her picture on the floor. She turned off her own candle. She's like, "Okay, bitches, we're gonna start doing this. Let's go." And then she started doing all this crazy paranormal activity stuff all throughout the house. There's very strong like energy when you have that poltergeist type of energy. Last night's show was freaking fire. That was a really good one that we watched last night, especially with that Jack in the Box popping out. And it was playing the song. I had a Jack in the Box growing up. I did not like that toy. That toy was like, it teaches you about fear, and you learn about fear at an early age because it always used to scare the fuck out of me when it popped open. So I had one of them, so I know the effect of it. And when I saw it, and I saw it playing and heard it play, and when it popped open, the first thing that came to my mind was the movie Poltergeist. You know, remember the movie Poltergeist, and they have one of those pop up toys too, and you have the energy in the closet. Same thing was happening in that house, but you see the light was turning on and off, and it was just an amazing like video. I may want to rewatch that because it's like more of confirmation, right? It's like we need more confirmation, we need more. I know. I like rewatching, especially if it's good programming. Um, yeah, I like watching, and I may rewatch it. Depends how I feel. Right now, I'm feeling okay. Energy is good. The coffee does help. Coffee always helps. Coffee helps. So we're gonna watch some news, and then we'll get back to one more of the paranormal stories here. But I'm just setting it up right now, so I'm trying to get this all set up. Okay. Let's make this, because we do have some breaking news, and I want to get to that before I get to any other stories here, because I do cover the news. So here we go. And we got to get the sound up. I don't know why YouTube is doing that with the fucking sound.
And this is significant. Moments ago, the Israeli military saying that it conducted a strike against senior Hamas leadership. Multiple explosions reported not in Gaza, but in the capital city of Doha and Qatar. In Tel Aviv, Greg Palcott's watching that story. And Greg, it's early. What have you learned from there? Hello.
Well, Bill, this war just stepped up by one more step. In the past half hour or so, we have gotten reports that for the very first time, Israel has struck Doha, Qatar, at the Hamas leadership there. Remember, Qatar is one of the two mediating countries, Qatar and Egypt, trying to come up with an end to this war. And now Israel has struck out at the country, but not the country itself, struck out at Hamas leadership, which away from Gaza uses Qatar as a base of operation. And according to Israeli television, and we do not have this, but Israeli media claims that 5 of the top leaders of Hamas at their headquarters was targeted by an Israeli, an IDF airstrike, and they were killed. Again, no confirmation of this, but it's quite a blow. I mean, they justify it in their own statement, saying that these individuals were for years members of the leadership and leading the terror operations, directly responsible for, in the words of Israel, the brutal October 7th massacre, and have been orchestrating and managing the war against the state of Israel. But Bill, I mean, we have to also understand it's these individuals that are involved in negotiations to try to end the war, that they are talking to the other side. They are talking to the United States. They are in a safe country specifically for that reason. We have a note from Trey Yingst, who has spoke to the officials in Qatar, and they condemn in the strongest terms the cowardly Israeli attack. That's their words, quoted by Trey from Qatar. The ministry affirms security agencies, civil defense, and authorities will immediately begin to respond. So Qatar, as you can imagine, not too pleased by this. Hamas, not too pleased by this. Of course, this comes, Bill, at a very crucial time. There is yet another proposal for a ceasefire, a hostage handover, Palestinian prisoner exchange coming from the Trump administration. And this has got to put paid to that right now, Bill.
Okay, so Greg, stand by with us in Tel Aviv. Trey Yingst joins us live. He's covering the war in Ukraine. Live in the capital city of Kyiv. And Trey, the thing that's critical about the leadership for Hamas operating out of Qatar and not Gaza City is that they were living big lives. And that's really been one of the backstories on this war ever since Israel went back into Gaza. Your reaction now and what it could mean for this war if indeed they have been taken out in Doha today.
Yeah, Bill, Fox News can confirm that the Israelis were behind these strikes targeting the Qatari capital of Doha, specifically the Hamas leadership, Khalil Ali and Zahir Jabarin. We're talking about 2 out of 5 of the top Hamas leaders that are currently in Doha. And I want to take you through the TikTok of how these individuals came to power in Qatar, leading the Hamas political bureau from hundreds of miles away from Gaza. This all started last summer when Ismail Haniyeh, the leader of Hamas, was killed by the Israelis in the Iranian capital of Tehran. After that took place, Hamas consolidated their power in Qatar to continue leading operations inside Gaza and the West Bank. And according to initial reports, Khalil al-Hayya and Zahir Jabarin were the 2 targets behind the Israeli strikes today in Doha. And again, the Qataris are immediately coming out and condemning these strikes against their territory. The country's spokesman for the foreign minister says the state of Qatar condemns in the strongest terms the cowardly Israeli attack targeting the residential headquarters of several members of the Hamas political bureau in the Qatari capital of Doha. This is very significant, Bill, because when we step back from this, these were the individuals at the negotiating table in these ongoing conversations to try and get the remaining 48 hostages out of Gaza. And now there are major questions about who will lead those negotiations.
And Greg, this is Dana. I wonder about the element of surprise here.
You can't
because we woke up
negotiate
this
with
morning to the news
terrorists.
That Bibi Netanyahu and the Israeli government have told Gaza to evacuate. And so that operation looks like it's happening. And in the meantime, you have the Hamas leaders who have been kind of sitting pretty there in Qatar. And the element of surprise here could have been something because they had their eye off the ball.
Absolutely. Yeah. We were sitting here in our bureau and all of a sudden we're seeing smoke on the horizon from a shot in Doha. Utter surprise about what was going on, opening up another front. Remember, Israel has never struck Doha, has never struck Qatar. Qatar is a safe ground, a neutral ground, a mediating ground for this whole operation, and really one of the key players in any possibility that a peaceful resolution of this crisis could come out. As Trey noted, yes, these individuals were orchestrating a lot of the bad stuff going on in Gaza, but they were also the public face of Hamas, and they were dealing with Egypt and Qatar and Steve Witkoff and other individuals to kill them. Basically says from Israel that they've had it with any kind of negotiations. Already in the past day or so, we've heard words that Gaza City must be completely evacuated. They're throwing in the dice on this. It looks like it's full steam ahead for
about the American
full-scale
presence in
war by
Qatar.
Israel. Back to you.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. Thank you. Greg Palcott and Trey Yings both working that story. I think it's worth pointing out that the video we're watching right there is in Qatar. It's daylight still there. And Israeli media in some corners are reporting that President Trump gave his
Yeah,
approval
roll me
for this
another
day.
joint.
And if you remember on Sunday en route to the U.S. Open, he put out one of these warnings on True Social about Hamas and the Israeli government accepting the terms. Otherwise, you'll find out soon what happens, just to paraphrase what that message was on Sunday. So it is all happening now. The fallout from this is really yet to be determined, but we'll stay on it. I want to bring that to you as we continue now. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Greg. Back to you, gentlemen.
I guarantee,
And I mean,
I
like,
guarantee that they called the U.S. They let them know about the operation, what they were going to carry out. I guarantee they let Qatar know and let their military and their personnel know what they were going to do. They didn't go in there and just out of nowhere just bomb them just out of nowhere. No, this was a calculated plan and well executed to the T. They weren't going after the Qatari people. They weren't trying to hurt anyone. Only these terrorists and these Hamas higher uppers that are causing terror, throughout the Middle East. And the fact that they were successful, I don't know how many of the 5 they were killed. I think, a good amount of them are probably are dead now. Does that make the world a little more safer? I don't know. I don't think so, because they remember, next man up. That's how it is. Next man up, and somebody else will take over and continue the operations of terror across that country and across the world. It's just ridiculous, for sure. I have 2 other videos I want to see, and it's about this Greta girl and her publicity stunt. I guess there's some weird information coming out of that. I would like to watch with you guys. I haven't seen it. It comes out, so it's like I popped it up, and I would like to watch it with you guys for the first time. So let me set it up, and let's watch together. Crazy Greta. She's a crazy little girl. She is a crazy, crazy little girl.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Oh, how the turntables turn. Turns out when you are an activist, meaning a professional actress, you like to play the victim. That's what the script says, especially when you are sailing a massive diesel-powered yacht through the Mediterranean to Gaza, as Greta Thunberg is. And we reported last night that her boat was lit aflame, and it certainly was. These videos are real, and we have the evidence to prove that there was a pretty significant fire that threatened everybody on board Greta's boat. Now, Greta Thunberg was on board that boat last night. We can confirm it 100%. So whether she was dressed as Lord Farquaad or He-Man, we don't know, but we know that Greta was planning a brand new little trip on a flotilla, meaning a yacht provided to her by a Portuguese billionaire, climate activist, and her filthy, smelly, communist comrades who have not showered in months or weeks or ever. They are on the boat making sure that they can do their little Make-A-Wish trip for poor Greta. I shouldn't be laughing. Everyone's okay. All right, I shouldn't be laughing. Everyone's okay. But as you may know, Greta, how is she real? How is this a real person? How is this a real person? Look at this. How is this real? This is every bit of again, she should go to Comic-Con as the Joker. She'd win. There was like a Joker. Look at this. This is like Heath Ledger. It's terrifying. Well done, Greta. So this is the yacht that they were all living on and sleeping on at the, of course, generosity of a billionaire. They've done this before. They tried it. The Israeli military intercepted them, deported Greta, and then handed her a sandwich. And Greta has never been more happy to get a sandwich. She's so happy. Anyway, the point is that
at least she got food.
Ripping through social media was reports that the boat had been bombed again by an Israeli drone. Of course, all of the activists, read actors and actresses who were on board the boat, jumped on social media to beg for attention, saying that a drone had struck their flotilla. Now, I'll be the first to say I don't want anybody hurt here necessarily, but they are planning on sailing into an active war zone. Bad idea. They have no discernible skill or value to the people of Gaza. I'm not sure why they're doing it. Maybe they're going there to give them haircuts, which would again be a war crime. Anyway, the point is that they said that their boat had been lit on fire, and there's tons of video here to sort of show that it was clearly on fire. Again, the people on board the boat happy to take lots of videos of it instead of putting out the fire. And here you can see, ladies and gentlemen, some type of incendiary event where enormous amount of life jackets, it seems, right here were set ablaze, along with some of the other necessities on the boat itself. So again, the fire, very real. This made national news. But here's a correction to the story that we covered last night, given some new information. Oh my, this is not going to be good for Greta. So the idea here was that the Israeli military flew a drone that planted a bomb on their boat. Okay, that's what they all jumped on social media to say, right? That Israel hit their flotilla with a drone and bombed it. However, there's something wrong. They were in a country called Tunisia, okay, and the Tunisian forces boarded the boat and said that there's no proof that any drone was detected near the ship, and that there was actually no attack on the ship. Now, again, this is in the dark of night. I guess people could get it wrong. But now this video has popped up about the event. And what you'll see here is, and it seems pretty compelling, that a crew member misfires a flare and it lands in the back of a boat. And then now they're claiming that they were attacked for attention. Watch this. Here's the video. I'll just play you the video. You see here, these are live shots. And you can see right there, you see the gentleman. So Okay, you hear the smoke alarms. All right. Okay, a couple things about this video. And this is authentic video. It's been posted by very credible accounts. You can see the gentleman there. He's clearly like struggling with something. He's like working on something. Now, you can't actually see a flare or a flare gun, but you can clearly see that he's trying to do something. And then he immediately runs and says, "We've been hit," but you don't hear any drone. You don't hear any incendiary device. And I want to say, I'm not rooting for one side or the other here. I'm rooting for American boots to not be on the ground, for the war to end. I'm sick of this conflict. I want it all to end. I'm not here to try and simp for either side. I'm here to simp for the truth and the truth alone. And it does seem like these people are potentially lying here. Oh. I don't know. Do you see a drone? Oh. Oh. It's out of shot. Is it in any of the shots? Like, can you see a drone in any of the shots? Can you see anything? I mean, I guess it's dark. It's at night. But this is the clip that's being, I mean, I would say it's non-conclusive is what I'd say. I would say non-conclusive. Could they have fired could they have fired a flare into their own boat? These idiots fired a flare that came back down on the boat. I have no further use for these idiots, Your Honor. A bomb drop from a boat doesn't fall while on fire and full of sparks. Flares do, though. An explosive would also be explode. And it didn't. It just set the boat on fire for stupid people. According to the Tunisian National Guard, this is accurate, by the way, preliminary checks showed that the fire on the vessel to the fleet that Greta Thunberg was caused by the ignition of a life jacket. Apparently, the ship's generator exploded while the Tunisian National Guard denies any involvement of enemy drones. They said they detected 0 drones in their airspace. Could there be, like, I don't know, stealth drones, and the Tunisia does not have a very advanced military, and maybe they were able to sneak it in? I don't know. Here's the, I think, worst piece of evidence against Greta and her flotilla friends.
We just got hit.
Friends.
The vessel is on fire. Our vessel is on fire. We've
Why
been
not
hit
put
by
out
what
the
appears
fire
to be a drone.
instead of recording
We've
it?
been hit by what appears to be a drone. We are on the flotilla vessel off the coast of Tunis. We are on the flotilla vessel off the coast of Tunis.
Yes, got it. Stop repeating yourself. So he goes on and on like this, right? Is this the way that you would behave? Here, like, this is just me, just off the top of the dome.
Why can't you not
Is this
turn
the
off
way
the
that you'd
fire?
behave? Like, if your house was on fire, your car was on fire, would you immediately live stream it?
Right.
Like, in what universe do you not, like, as a man, try and put out the fire? Right.
Exactly.
Like, I don't get, like, this is actually the most damning piece of evidence that this is all fake.
Yeah. Where's the
That
fire
all
extinguisher?
all of them immediately jumped to social media to go do little,
Everyone,
like, to go
Yasmin
be
here.
little selfie influencers. Here you go. Here's another one. To go be little TikTok influencers.
My
Instead
boat's
of
on
putting out
fire,
the
but let me
fire,
do a
They
video.
all like ran around to film it, and it may. I mean, maybe this is just like what simp cucked, like totally soy people do. But like, if your life was in threat, like if this actually happened, wouldn't you
get a fire
go
extinguisher?
fight the fire and try and put it out? Like, wouldn't it didn't like some basic self-preservation? If you were looking for attention, and in order to make a news cycle, perhaps you would live stream it. That's just my summary there. Well, the Tunisian forces say that it was just a boat fire that was set internally and that there was no drone. Greta and her people are saying there was a drone and they saw an Israeli drone firebomb them. Whatever,
How would they
whatever the
know
case
it's
may be.
Israeli?
Yeah,
This doesn't look good.
I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens next. This is the video that they say is a firebomb of the boat. Does that look like a firebomb? Does it look like a flare that misfired? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a side here. My side is the truth. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It's your boy Ben. But I am aware that Greta is an actress and that she lies for a living. So I got to tell you, the burden of proof is on that. It's your boy Ben. Like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, I got another video of this incident. So let's watch this together here. Definitely looks an explosion. That definitely doesn't look like a flare. That looked like a small explosion. Let me go back here. You know how I like to do this, right? We like to do this slow motion. So we're going to go slow motion with this. And we're going to check real quick. Let's turn off the volume on it. Actually, no. Yeah, let's turn off the volume. I just want to see the trajectory. What type of missile this could have been, or I don't think it's a drone because drones don't do this. But let's see. And we're going slow mo. Here we go. What do you think this is? It does white out the screen. But was that really a drone, or was it like a missile? But it was on fire, so I don't understand. It definitely was not a flare. Flare doesn't do an explosion like that. And I will be playing this again with the volume so you can hear. But I'm just going slow right now just to see, because you see everything slow. You know, when you see the video at a very slow pace, you get to see more detail instead of normal speed that goes pretty quick and people don't really pay attention. Could this just be like maybe a firebomb? But then who shot this firebomb at them is the real question. Because and if they have a naval blockade, you're not getting in. Like she's just wasting her time. Look, she just messed up someone's ship, and what are they gonna do? Get on another ship to continue the flotilla? We're not going to give up. We're gonna get another ship, and this time it's gonna be bigger. And we're gonna, instead of taking 50 cases of water, we're gonna take 51 cases of water. Like I don't know, you know. I think Ben Johnson. I think he's a little wrong for the flare, and for that individual. I mean, because he can't see his hands, he can't assume, and Benny Johnson is just assuming things. But the way that this came from the sky and came downwards and did this boom, was it a drone? Was it something dropped off from a drone? Like, who the knows? You know, who knows? But these people look up. You see, he looks up, he sees something, and it comes downwards and it hits the boat. You see, boom. You see, that's what Benny Johnson is so wrong, because like Benny Johnson's not always right, okay? But let's go back a little bit. You're gonna see this guy right here. Look at his head and look at his face and look how he's looking up at something. And then all of a sudden it comes downwards and then he pops back out like he's trying to get away from it. Let's go ahead and play it. Look at his head. Look at his face. Look, He looks to the side. He's talking to someone, and then he's looking to the side again. Something catches his attention. He looks up. He's looking up. Something's coming down. He's backing away. Boom. And look at the flare, the effect of it. See, that's why you have to slow down and not jump to conclusions. You know, you got to look at the video, but also take the time to slow down and go frame by frame. You know, like normal could be very manipulative. If you take it to a slow mo, especially 0.25, it says more about the situation. That was really wild. Let me see if they have a better angle of here. They do. So let's bring it over here. Okay. Does this show the bomb here? Or yeah, but it's in the backside. So you see, you see something coming. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, let me go back. You see something in the water, a reflection in the water. You know, you have to break the whole scene down, right? So let's take a look at the water, and then you're going to see something coming here, like a little bright. Right there. See, it was embedded in this light, but you could see it in the water. Man, you gotta like. Hold on, let me back it up a little bit. You see something coming through here, like in the water, like it's right here, and it's like a light, and then it comes right here, and then it comes this way, and then boom. So they did get attacked by something. But it wasn't a flare, and you can't rush to judgment and calling this guy like suspicious. It doesn't look like he had a flare, and it may look like a flare to some people, but that actually was an impact, and you could feel the concussion by the brightness of the flame. That's like the concussion of something that did drop on that boat. Benny Johnson, I'm like, I watch his program and stuff, but I'm not a total Benny fan. I'm really not. I'm very cautious in what he reports. Very cautious in what he reports. But look at the smoke. Let's see here. So this is, yeah, that's an explosion. See, let's go back. See how it's like flares and then it hits and then it explodes. That can be a small something not too powerful, like a small missile. Something that doesn't have like complete like big concussion. It's just like a small missile. Okay, I think we're gonna play it now. And all right, let's go ahead and let's bring it all the way back. Okay, stop. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go back. Let's go ahead and cancel this. We're gonna stop right here. Greta Thunberg for to the fire blamed on cigarette, not drone strike. Tunisian officials say, like, no, this is not a cigarette. I'm sorry, that's not a cigarette. That was actually, I don't like Greta Thunberg. I don't like the girl, but I'm not going to jump to conclusions either. This does not look like a cigarette that has done this. There's no fucking way. No cigarette could have that type of concussion that came from this guy. Like, okay, I'm gonna play it a little. Well, hold on, let's play it slow motion one more time, and then I'm gonna go fast. I want you to pay. Look, you see how it came from the sky there? Like, you can't tell me that's a cigarette. There's no way. Is it a small missile? Like, I wish I could go slower than this. Let me see. Can I even go slower than this? No, I can't. Man, I wish they had a slower mode, like really creepy. Like I can't go slower than that. Nope, only 0.25. Damn, I wish I could go slower because you can see it right here, right between the 0909. You're gonna see it come through here and come downward into this. That's definitely. I'm gonna try to pause it when it happens. Right there. You see how it just came like, and you can see the tail of it, and then you're gonna see how it just gets bigger. Oh Lord, give me one sec. You see, and look at the concussion. Let's back it up a little. Here we go. Yeah, that's not a cigarette. That's not a cigarette. I don't like that bitch, but I don't think they're lying on this one. They cannot jump to conclusions and saying everyone's jumping to conclusions. That's the funny part. Benny Johnson is saying that it's a flame, one of those emergency flames. Another one, the Tunisian government is blaming cigarette. It was a cigarette that they didn't see no missiles, no nothing. But I'm seeing the video and I'm going slow motion. There's definitely something not right with this picture. Okay. That's not a cigarette. That's not a flare. That's a small missile. That's a small one, like a little. They're little. They're not that big, but they do flare out like that. And when they hit with that concussion. It's a concussion. Um, it's a small arms concussion missile. That's what it looks like. What it is. I wouldn't jump to drone. That does not look like a drone at all. It looks like a small missile, a little small missile that boom, just to stop the boat from proceeding. This is like a monkey wrench. We're not trying to kill you, but we're here trying to let you know. Look, like, don't do what you're trying to do. These are all signs and stuff. And who did this? Because someone did this. This is not a cigarette. This is a missile. This is a small missile that hit this boat. And let's go ahead and hit play. Boom! You see? Look at it. Look at look at the flame. Look at the concussion of it. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. Look at that. That does not look like a flare, though. It does not look like a flare. And the way that it drops. Hold on. Let me go back here. You see how it just comes out from the sky? Yeah. I like to go back and back and back. Like, look at it. That's not a cigarette and that's not a flare. Flares don't actually flare out like this. That's not a flare. That's not a flare.
Yeah, I come to the conclusion that's not a cigarette to be blamed. That's not a cigarette. Unless they call small missiles cigarettes now. I don't know if they do, if they change the name, but that's not a cigarette. Look. You see it? Look at that. And boom. Yeah, that's a small missile. That's not a cigarette. And that's not a drone. That's not a drone. It had a tail. Drones don't have tails. Like, look how it's falling. And everything goes white, you know? So that's the flare out, right? So it flared the camera, so it's so bright that the cameras had to turn white. It turns white. Because it's just so bright. Damn. These people got attacked. They definitely got attacked. Look. Boom. That is a small missile attack. To stop that flotilla. Look, here it goes. Like, I'm gonna pause it with the tail. Look how it's coming downwards. Look at the tail. Look at the way it's coming down. Like, are you kidding me? Could that be a meteorite? Maybe a meteor hit their boat? What are the chances, right? If that was a meteor. But it wouldn't flare out that way. Not like that. But look, and it's boom. And look how white everything gets. Yeah, that's not a cigarette nor a flare. It's just not. It's just not. All right, I gotta play it normal, and then we're gonna go to the last video of the paranormal stuff. So give me 1 second to put this at normal speed, and then we're gonna watch it normal speed. If you have any opinions about this, share in the comments. Even after the show, you can put it in the comments what you believe is going on here. I do not believe it's a drone, and I truly don't believe it's cigarettes nor a flare. I think this is a small missile that flared out and hit its target and exploded. It's a small missile. It wasn't strong enough to blow up the whole boat. You know what I mean? So it feels like this was a message to let them know, like, you're fucking with the wrong, like, do not do this. This is another message, like another warning. A small missile attack hit the boat, and pretty much that boat is going to be inoperative. It cannot continue on the voyage because it's not safe, of course. So they're going to have to get on another boat if they want to continue. I don't know how that is going to work, but this is crazy. So let's go ahead and watch in normal speed, and let's put up the sound too, because I want you guys to hear the concussion of this small missile. It looks like a small missile. All right, here we go. Yeah, that is not a cigarette. That's not a flare. That is a small arms weapon that is hit too. Okay, that was telling. That was telling. Did you guys hear that? it did sound like a drone. It did sound like a drone. I heard like the propellers. I heard propellers. But how do drones get on fire like that and strike? But you can hear it. You hear the propellers. It's like and it's like goes downwards. We're gonna listen to that again. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. Let's go ahead and rewind it. You just listen to the sound. You hear it? The throttle down? You hear it? Yeah. I was just watching it here. Let me show you guys. I was just watching it back and back and back here, and I want you guys to listen again. Listen to the sound of rudder, like like helicopters, how they make the zzz, and then the sound goes zzz, and then it goes like it seems like it's going on a nosedive, and they hear the explosion, boom. This could possibly be a drone. But the fire around it was wild, like how it came downwards like that, like fire wise. But it did sound like a drone, or like you could hear the humming sound, like that's what I hear. Like, listen, ready? Yeah. I came to a conclusion. Yeah, they were attacked. They were attacked. You could hear the drone. You could hear the drone sound very clear. You hear it when it throttles down, and at that point, that's when it's going, for its target, and that's when they noticed. They looked up, and when it hit, they dropped. They fell back in fear. See, Benny Johnson jumped to the conclusions, man. He keeps doing that. That's the problem with Benny Johnson. It's like, don't judge until you get all the evidence and you hear it. You have to hear. You have to listen. Don't only see with your eyes, but you have to hear what's going on and hear the device coming downwards and striking right at the vehicle. That's amazing. Okay, let's continue. They sound scared. You hear it? You hear it like a drone? Goes down and boom. Yeah. Yeah. A drone. Who set that drone? It definitely does sound like a drone. They need more camera angles on their boat if they're gonna be doing shit like this. But it does sound like a drone possibly going nose diving to this area, and you can hear the propeller. That's why the humming sound. That's where it got me, right? Because you can hear it, mute, and of course, with Benny Johnson, he's not listening to the sound. He's going by the silence of it and just looking at what they're doing here. And of course, you can make any conclusion if you have no sound. If you have no sound, this is what you see, right? This is what Benny Johnson is showing you. So he's saying that, because this guy, the way he was looking, like he looked suspicious because he was looking to the side, looking, and then like you see like this, you see, like those two looks that's what Benny Johnson was like calling suspicious. I go, dude, he's having a conversation with someone. There's someone definitely on the other side of here that you cannot see. And the thing is, they hear the humming sound. They look up, and they're seeing, and they see this thing come down, and boom, and you can see the reaction. You see, look, he looks up. He go, oh, and he backs away before the explosion happens. So I think Benny Johnson needs to like slow his roll. He definitely needs to slow his roll. Let's go back and listen to it one last time. Yeah, I kind of with them. This definitely was not a cigarette or flare. This was a small arms missile. You hear it? You can even hear it. You can hear the concussion. That's wild. That's just wild. But they definitely did get hit. Hey, Chloe, welcome back. How you doing, girl? I'm just going over this video, and I came to the conclusion that definitely you hear the propellers of a possibly drone hitting the boat. You felt the concussion. You saw the flame coming down. It had the sound as a drone, but it was coming down like on fire. And when it hit the target, it blew up, and you could feel the concussion. You could hear the concussion. Like those individuals that were standing there talking, and all of a sudden, like they looked up, and then they saw what they saw, and they jumped back, and it blew up. That Benny Johnson, man, he keeps doing that, he's gonna get in real trouble because they're gonna like not take him serious, you know. And it's like he's done this before and he keeps doing it. It's like he needs to like chill out and get the truth before you start speaking, you know. And you have to break down the video, slow it down, listen, and then come to a conclusion. The fact that he doesn't listen and he's just going off a no sound video and saying that, oh, it was a flare gun. You see, the individual looked very suspicious and shot a flare gun. Like, no, it doesn't even sound like it. That sounds like you know, if it's a drone, you can hear the sound of the drone. It's like, and boom. So they're not lying when they say it's a drone. I think I believe them on that. Were they targeted? Yes. How and who knew where that boat location was? Right? Who's monitoring these boats and then come to the coordinates to land a drone strike on the vessel is what's very disturbing. And then the fact that this country comes and does a quick investigation and claims, oh no, it was just cigarettes. Someone threw a cigarette and caught fire. Huh. But the video does not show that. A video shows an object, something coming downwards with propeller sound and exploding. And you feel the concussion. I don't know. Cigarettes, last time I checked, doesn't have that type of sound and doesn't have that type of flash or concussion. So, you know, that's why you gotta be careful in what you watch and who you watch on the internet, because you have Benny Johnson, you know, he's really close with President Trump and with the administration, but you can't really trust Benny Johnson because he doesn't really put out the full-fledged transparency with his thoughts and his reporting. He just goes off of his like he just speaks without properly vetting. And the fact that he wants to claim that, oh, it was a flare gun. Yeah, it was a flare gun. I'm like, it kind of did look like it, right? But if you watch the whole video with sound, you can hear the propellers of a drone and you can hear the explosion and concussion of a small arms weapon. Like, it's not a big weapon that's gonna like they blow up the whole boat, because they could have done that, but it was like boom and wow, you know. Let's see here. We got some news. Let's see. Nepal PM Prime Minister resigns following violent protests against ban on social media and government. Okay. Oh no, they have a full video of the attack. Let me see if I want. Do I want to watch? Let me see. I'm watching the video of the Ukraine refugee brutally murdered on the Charlotte train. I'm just trying to see if it's safe for me to put it on here. No, he takes out the knife. And he Huh. I mean, fuck it. We could watch it. I made an executive decision here to watch this. So give me 1 second to set it up. This is creepy. And then we're gonna get to another paranormal video. But just give me 1 sec. Let's see how I can get this. Yeah, I don't even think that was cigarettes. The media is going crazy. I don't even think that was cigarettes at all. I think that was an explosion. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. We got the warning, graphic content. Okay, did I hit play? Oh shit, I gotta hit play. Ain't gonna start if I don't hit play. Okay, there's your warning for the graphic content, and then you be the judge because we're we're in court right now, and we're the jury. All of us that are watching and me, we're the jury, and they present this video. Okay, now you have to come to a conclusion after you watch this video, and let me know what you think in the chat. Let's go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18. There he goes, taking out the knife. Oh my god, look at her there. Oh, she's bleeding. But how come she's not screaming? Or like, why is this lady here on the side not doing nothing? And the other two that were just sitting back there. See, look. There's witnesses around this guy, and he attacked this girl, and then he's just walking around this bus.
Irina Zaruska was stabbed multiple times on a car. You seen the video? Yeah, where was the subway? Was where? He's been silent on a night train. He stabbed multiple times by multiple times. No, I haven't heard. Okay. When did this happen? It happened in August, but the video just came. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the video. I'll know all about it by tomorrow morning. Thanks.
Wow, that's just crazy. That's crazy, and the fact that that happened August 22nd, I believe, and it was not out full fledged in the media until maybe the 8th yesterday. Yesterday was kind of like it took fire and caught fire. So like 2.5 weeks after the situation had happened, that's when the media is gonna like latch on and report on it. I blame a lot of people. I blame the mayor, the governor, definitely the mayor of Charlotte, because that was a horrific crime, and the fact that they try to like censor it and not report it to the national media is very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. I'm actually gonna roll me up another joint here. Still part of the Wake and Bake Show. Just keeping myself busy here. get there's a lot of activity going on outside, and where I live, you hear a lot of beeping sounds and a lot of people talking. Let's go ahead and roll me up another beautiful joint here. Still part of the Wake and Bake. It's 11:14, but we're still part of this Wake and Bake. Hope you guys having a beautiful morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you're at. Okay, do I have anything else to watch while I roll up my medicine? Let's see. We do have that show, the paranormal show, we can watch, which I'm definitely down for. Benny Johnson is he really disappointed me today. Like he should have just shut the fuck up, just report it, and that's it. Don't come to like stupid conclusions, and then making the wrong conclusions, stating that it was a flare. I mean, flares do not explode the way it exploded. So that, I gotta say, I'm on the Greta's team on that end. But Greta should know that she's putting her life at risk for what? Something that she's not going to be able to change. She's not Mother Teresa. She's not going to bring change to the region. This is more powerful than she'll ever be. And the ones that control the narrative, it's a lot more powerful than her mission. So she's just a little paid activist. That's all it is. That's all she ever will be. I do got let me set this up here, but it just makes so much damn noise here. Okay, it's okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and play this, and I'm gonna roll my joint and continue watching the paranormal because it's very interesting.
Ready? Sure. Is that it? Is it unlocked?
I think so.
Oh, sweet. You on night vision?
Yeah.
Oh, it's dark in here.
Yeah, they weren't kidding.
What?
They started construction and stopped all of a sudden because of activity. It's exactly what it looks like here.
It was extremely cold out that night when we showed up to the property. Just going into the house, it's like my fingertips were already numb. We could already see our breath outside. But once we got into the house, strangely, it felt colder inside than it did on the outside. Stinks a little bit in here. You good?
Seems like you're going nuts.
Oh yeah, you know what? Good. Hopefully this one goes nuts too.
Yeah.
Let's see. What'd it say?
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
So I have an Ovilus running that's attached to this pretty popular app. And honestly, I like using some of the apps because you have to imagine these specific devices that we have that are designed to do one thing. We all have supercomputers in our pockets that all have EMF detectors in them. They all have radio detectors, some sort of radio frequency interceptor, whether it be UHF or VF. The fact that I'm able to use this thing that's just already in my pocket for all these multiple devices is invaluable to me.
Colton and I are under the impression already that we're there to make communication with a little boy. So that was kind of weird hearing I'm scared come through. Oh yeah, you know what? Good. Hopefully this one goes nuts too. Let's see. What'd it say?
I'm scared.
I'm scared. Okay, well, we know that we're here to communicate with the spirit of a little boy. Goes by the name Oliver.
Little boy's pissed off that the
If you're
place
here
is
with us right
dirty.
now, Oliver, can you come close to one of these devices? Can you use the device in Colton? What is that?
Whoa.
What the f is that, dude?
That sounded like
What did that say?
You shouldn't be here.
You shouldn't be here. I remember I'm facing Casey with the camera. I hear dop, dop, dop, dop, dop, dop, dop.
Come close to one of these devices. Can you use the device in Colton? What is that? What the f is that, dude?
That sounded like
What did that say?
You shouldn't be here.
Within 1 minute, stepping into the home, I hear this banging sound, and it sounded like somebody was like stomping down the stairs towards us.
Come close to one of these devices. Can you use the device in Colton? What is that? What the f is that, dude?
That sounded like
What did that say?
You shouldn't be here.
Hello?
No way. And a round, dark ball rolls onto the bottom landing of the staircase.
What the f?
Where the f did that even come from?
Yeah. Balls don't just fucking fall downstairs on their own. Hello?
Mostly right now for the viewer's sake. Hello.
What's it saying?
Friend.
Friend? You want to be our friend? Oliver? Oh, hey. Check this out.
Baby boy.
First baby boy.
Wow.
Dream big. A lot of writing on the walls. Toy up here.
What the hell?
Even though this place was being remodeled, there was a lot of old remnants still within the house from the previous owners. We're talking about mattresses, kids' toys, pictures and stickers on some of the walls.
Oliver, do you want to be our friend? You can talk to us through the device in Colton's hand. Already on edge, bro. What do we got?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Thank you for communicating with us. Is it all right if we're in your house right now with you? We just heard you say friend.
God.
God.
Are you searching for God? Are you waiting for God? Did you expect to meet God and you haven't?
Bunch of kids, little boy stickers all over the walls.
There was also little stickers of like footballs and stars and stuff. So you can imagine that these two rooms probably belong to younger boys.
Dude, this place is...
Tell us what you want. Can you let us know what you want? Can you say something?
This is creepy, this room.
What is
it? You know?
Do you know? Do we know what? Dear God. Thing just said God a second ago. I am your creation, your friend.
Wow.
It just said God and friend. Your observer. Help me live my life to the fullest.
In the one room that we believed to be Oliver's room, strangely, I saw that there was like Bible verses written on the walls. One of the verses said, clear as day, God, capital letters, friend. These are two words that we just had specifically come through on the Ovilus.
Wow.
Because when I promise, the closer I get to you, the better this all feels, the realer it seems to get.
Like, who wrote that?
Did this mean something to you while you were alive, Oliver? Creepy doll. Oh, it's missing an eyeball.
This is just too eerie right now.
It really is.
Why would they leave
I don't know. I mean, I just think that they have a lot of remnants in this house that they probably just haven't gotten rid of yet.
It's possible. I'm just wondering why they would clear the whole house out and then
Leave like a few toys, right?
Our contact told us that there were still remnants of the previous residents of the house, but he told us that all of their items had been like pushed into the corner and stacked up on each other. I found it incredibly strange that specifically in the kids' room, all of the toys were sprawled out as if someone had recently been playing with them.
Wow.
So hey guys, if you're enjoying today's video,
That
now
is
would be the perfect time for you to hit that
wild.
like button down below, subscribe, hit that bell
crazy.
notification so you don't miss the next upload when we
Yeah.
What is this? Oh,
A big open attic, drop down and something fuck you up.
yeah. I don't think we'll be going up there tonight. Those stairs are gigantic. Okay, so this is all being remodeled.
This looks like as far as they got.
Important to note too, to the viewers, that there is absolutely no power or water in here. There's literally no electricity. So any kind of EMF spikes that we get, it's impossible that it's coming from the house itself. Yeah, nothing.
No power.
This room is trippy. I think we should just stand in here and see if the obelisk gives us any more words. You already said friend. You said God. Oh, as soon as we came in here, what did it say?
Dark.
Dark. You want it dark? I'll go lights out.
Okay.
You got night vision on?
Yeah.
Oh, it's dark. Is this what you wanted?
That had to have been you that pushed the ball. You can select from the words in the ghost tube obelisk, or you can come near that. It's got a little green light.
Oliver, we have a bunch of devices that we're going to test tonight. We're going to go grab a few more. We have what? What?
Was that there the whole time?
I don't remember.
It was in this room. Where was it when we came in?
That corner was empty.
I don't remember that.
Did that just move right now?
I have no idea, dude.
Did you happen to catch it on camera?
I'm gonna have to look.
Okay. Well, that's weird.
It's a new bike.
Honestly, I don't remember. When I first came in, I kind of like
I
looked at
know
this
for
doll.
sure that corner was empty, so that must have moved.
Yeah, because I didn't recall a bike being there. Yeah, look, the bike is on the other side. Yeah. And it was leaning against the wall.
We're gonna go grab a few more.
He was behind, like, wow.
What
was that there the whole time?
Look at the bike.
It was in this room. Weird.
Dude, I want to review the footage. Are both of our eyes benders on us, or
I don't know.
Both of our minds telling us that it wasn't?
Huh. That's interesting.
A little ominous for a child, huh?
Yeah, that looks like something our fans would draw.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, let's get a static camera up here.
Okay.
And I think we should put some REM pods in the hall.
That's a good idea. We'll definitely put something right there to work.
Did you hear it sounded like maybe 3 footsteps or something?
No.
It's like no.
There was one point that Colton was talking, and I was almost positive that I heard footsteps. It sounded like tiny footsteps running behind Colton.
We'll definitely put something right there to work.
He was talking, so he didn't actually hear it as clearly as me,
But when I listened back to the audio, I could definitely hear something.
There's a sharp.
Did you hear it sounded like maybe 3 footsteps or something?
No, let's go like that.
No. Okay. Yeah, let's get the static cameras.
We decided to go grab static cameras, and we set up one static camera in what we believe to be Oliver's room. And then we set up another static camera on the stairwell facing up because the ball had just come down these stairs. We put one in another room upstairs and one in a room downstairs. So we had 4 static cameras running the entire time we were there.
All right, so we got a bunch of different devices set up right now. We have a REM pod over here by the main stairs. We put 3 of these, well, we call them like cat balls, but these are basically like EMF detectors in a way. If they move or detect any kind of movement, they'll start blinking. We have static camera up here on this room. That's rolling right now. We have 2 more static cameras downstairs. We have this, which is pretty much like a REM pod, but it plays music if anything comes near it.
We also decided to bring out a bunch of devices that we haven't used in a while. We have these tiny plastic balls that light up if they detect any kind of movement or any like electromagnetic energy. We thought that these might be a good idea to spread out in Oliver's room. Maybe this will look like a toy to him. We put an EMF detector by the stairwell. We also have a little coffin music box that detects motion. We had that set up in one doorway. So we had a variety of equipment upstairs for whatever entity was present to communicate with us.
Boys like toys.
You got the Oculus on you?
It's on, yeah.
It's running? Okay, cool. Seemed like you really like this room the most for some reason. Look, you're already getting a spike as soon as we come over here. That's crazy. Can you light up the device in my hand?
Don't.
Don't. What do you not want us to do? Do you not want us to enter this room?
You're welcome.
Okay, I just said, do you not want us to enter this room? So we're welcome to enter this room? Is that what you're saying? Hey, what's in that other room back here?
Which one?
Wasn't there another kid's room?
Yeah, I think there was this one to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one.
Not even in my shoes. There's a bunch of crazy writing on the walls. For whatever reason, though, it seems like we're getting the most activity. Maybe that was Oliver's room.
Yeah.
Oliver, was this your room over here?
It's playing. Look. Oh, it's lighting up the lights.
The motion detector coffin starts going off at the end of the hallway, and I literally popped the camera over Casey's shoulder.
Oliver, is that you? Are you lighting up that device right now?
What the hell is triggering?
It
Wow.
just fucking stopped.
It's a music.
And at that moment, my peripheral vision, I see red and blue lights starting to glisten. Bro.
Oh shit! Look.
Corner of my eye. Look at that. And all 3 of the plastic motion detector balls are going off simultaneously. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, dude, all 3 of them? No way.
Dude, at the same time. Which one started first? That one started first, that one went next, and that one was last.
All 3 of the motion detection balls are lighting up simultaneously, and both of us are like 10 feet away from it. So the fact that they were all lighting up at the same time, it was like mind-blowing to us. We also had the static camera in that room the whole time, and the static camera actually captured all 3 of these lighting up on their own, which is pretty incredible.
Look at that. That's wild. Oh boy, the morning.
Oliver, you're doing a great job. Can you light up this device in my hand? Can you use Colton's device? Say something? You're getting a reading. You know what? I'm gonna grab the spirit box. Okay. And I'm gonna grab I think I'm gonna get the Ouija board, man. Whoa!
Whoa!
Bro, did you just do? I didn't do shit. That thing just fucking fell.
As soon as I said maybe we should bring the Ouija board, I felt weird when it left my mouth, but as I was approaching the stairs to go downstairs and grab it, this old box spring just falls over, almost like trying to block me from going down the stairs.
Wow. I think I'm gonna get the Ouija board, man. Whoa!
Whoa!
Bro, I didn't do shit.
Casey goes around the corner and I'm right behind him with the camera. And as soon as he approaches the top of the stairs, I hear a thud and I catch the box spring literally falling over on the stair landing.
I think I'm gonna get the Ouija board, man.
Look.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Bro, I didn't do shit. That thing just fucking fell. Almost like...
Don't leave.
Don't get the Ouija board? Do you not want us to get the Ouija board? Did you catch that?
I think so, yeah.
You got that on your camera too?
Yeah, look at that.
Is there any way that this could have just fallen on its own? Like,
no.
I mean, maybe the house is old. Could have shifted.
Us walking on the floor? I mean, it's pretty balanced like that.
Was it like slowly moving?
No, like just fucking, it looked like it flipped towards us. Like as I was approaching it. Almost like it was blocking the stairway. Just
what
now.
a weird thing to have happen right now.
Yeah, and the last thing I said coming around the corner was like, let's get the Ouija board. And then boom.
I took that as an indication that whatever was present here did not want us using the Ouija board. It was extremely shocking the way this thing tipped over. If I was walking downstairs, it would have hit me.
I think I'm gonna get the Ouija board, man. Whoa! Bro, I didn't do shit. That thing just fucking fell. And the last thing I said coming around the corner was like, let's get the Ouija board. And then boom. And we haven't gotten any more words on the Oculus now.
Not one, no.
It's still running?
In my pocket, yeah. This entire time.
Huh. Okay. If you don't want us to use the Ouija board, are you going to say something? Seems like you have a very strong presence here.
What the f is going on? Oliver, is that you, man? Can you go ahead and continue to find words in this obelisk?
We have a ton of activity going on up here right now. Now would be the time to try to bring out the Ouija board or the spirit box or something that this entity could deliver us a message through.
This room seemed to give you a lot of words. Maybe just try the obelisk here again.
Oliver, you're doing the thing, man. We would rather you try to communicate with us with words than just setting our devices off randomly and moving objects. I don't know, dude.
We should check downstairs too. I mean, we didn't even get through.
Next to the restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, well, we didn't even get like anything really downstairs. We just came up right away. What's downstairs?
Bad idea.
Dude.
Wow, it's cold. Look at that.
It's like fucking ice cold down here. It's way colder down here than it was upstairs.
Wow.
Damn, bro. There's really not much down here. What's this? Couple more mattresses. I mean, bro, I know that like that was a pretty much like direct indication. Don't use the Ouija board.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should just do. There's so much activity up there. We should see if we could get something. We talked it over for a few minutes between each other, and we thought, okay, well, we could try the spirit box. Let's grab the Ouija board anyways, just in case, maybe this box spring just fell on its own. There's a lot of loose floorboards up there. Ultimately, we did end up setting up a Ouija board session. We got to try something,
Yeah.
I say, let's grab it. We could do it in the kids' room.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. And things got really, really weird very fast.
Yep.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
No problem.
No fucking with you. You already know how this goes. Colton and I are in this kids' room, and we're trying to use the Ouija board. We spin it 3 times like we always do. We don't mess with each other when it comes to using this board. All right, let's spin it 3 times.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oliver, we know that you're here. You've shown us a ton of signs and activity tonight. Can you just spell something out on this board for us one time and deliver a message? Can you tell us what you want?
Can you help us better understand what you're trying to tell us? Why you're moving objects?
You could also move to the yes or no. Do you want us to leave? You say yes or no. Both of us have our fingers on the planchette. We're asking questions. Suddenly, we hear the coffin music box start making noise from down the hall.
You can tell us how old you are. You can tell us with the numbers down there, the last year you remember. You can make it so that that's the Oh shit. Bro, what the happening right now?
There's a lot of things going on there.
Holy shit, dude. Casey and I are in the middle of the Ouija board session and chaos ensues. I can't turn my head because I know better than to take my hands off the planchette, but all it sounds like is running footsteps from this ear to that ear behind my head. You can make it so that way. Yeah, that's the footsteps. It's like someone walking. Oh shit. Bro. What the is happening right now?
Active.
Holy shit,
Dude, I heard feet running all around us. It sounded like someone ran past the door, sounded like someone ran in the other room. It was like all over the place. It was the most auditory footsteps either one of us had probably ever heard. And we're both stuck like prey with our hands just attached to this planchette. Like we can't let go of this board right now, but there's a lot of weird things happening around us that we cannot explain.
You can make it so that way.
See that?
A lot.
Oh shit, bro! What the is happening right now? Holy shit, dude! It just went. There's like, don't go to goodbye yet. I can't take my hands off. Don't go to goodbye yet.
Oliver, if that's you, can you please spell something on this board? We can hear you. We know that you're present.
Bro, I have chills until this is surreal. Dude, I'm frozen right now.
I have extremely physical emotional reactions to anything paranormal. So if I hear sounds and I can't see something that made them, if I have feelings or if I hear noises or I hear voices, every single sense in my body, it's hairs on end.
I can't turn my back. I can't move my hands. Happening. I don't see anything.
Oliver, can you please use this board to spell something?
It just stopped. That was intense. It was like over there, then over there, and over there.
After a couple minutes of high anxiety, the footsteps completely stopped. The tones from the REM pod aren't going off anymore. We continue to ask questions adamantly for 15 minutes and absolutely nothing.
Did you see anything over my shoulder at all? No. The REM pod blipped, I think, too. Dude, that was going beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, in the middle of it.
A lot of things going on in that room.
It was literally insanity. All these different footsteps happening around us, and then it just stops. It was just from chaos to like pure silence. And we're both just sitting here like, what do we do now?
Try to ask him something. Oliver, since you're moving around the house and you're interacting with all of our other devices, can you come interact with this board, please?
Can you tell us your age? Can you point to the numbers on the board?
Dude. Yeah, no, this is fucking crazy, bro.
We kept trying to ask questions, seeing if maybe whatever was present would use the planchette, but they decided not to.
We did a spirit box test. We did yes and no tests. We did EVPs. We did everything that we had in our bag of tricks, and nothing else produced any results for us.
We stayed the duration of the night. None of the other devices were giving us any kind of activity. We couldn't get the yes/no prism to work. We tried the Ouija board downstairs. That didn't work. But what we did capture was so impactful. It was so shocking, the moments that we encountered.
We had a vague direction that we wanted to move in when we started this investigation. We were hoping to get direct communication and an affirmation of some sort of confirmation that we were indeed communicating with this child spirit, Oliver.
There was a lot of strange activity happening here that cannot be explained. The motion detection balls all moving on their own at the same time. The basketball falling down the stairs. There was actually a small tricycle in one of the rooms we were in. We went lights out. It moved by the time we cut the flashlight back on. The footsteps, just so many things that can't be explained.
We've recently kind of redid our toolkit, and we have so many devices that we never thought of in the earlier seasons and the earlier times we were doing investigations. And I'm telling you, in these past 6 to 12 months, our static cameras have produced more evidence for us than we ever would have imagined.
But the one thing that we couldn't get an answer to, ultimately, we wanted to know if whatever is residing within that house is actually the spirit of a little boy named Oliver. And we couldn't get an answer to that. So
unfortunately, I feel like we came short of that goal.
It was a little bit disappointing. I was hoping that we could confirm who we were communicating with, but at the end of the day, we didn't.
That is wild.
I was up late night working.
That was definitely a wild one. I believe, the children are the most powerful when it comes to the supernatural and so forth. Like, they're very sensitive, and their powers are more pure. Especially you have the like child entity that's all over the place, because you know how little kids are, they're just all over the place. And he was lighting up every ball, he was lighting up everything, all the devices, he was making all these like disturbing sounds throughout the home. That's really creepy, really creepy. I think I got time for one more, and then I'll be wrapping it up. So let's see, let's go ahead and see if I can play this one here. Let me set it up here real quick. Here it goes. Come over here.
I figured it might be worth just taking a quick look at what we got going on.
This is creepy.
This is like pretty much out in the middle of fucking nowhere. That's some scary looking shit right there. All right, so I can't say that I'm too excited about this. I'm gonna be doing this one alone tonight. And it's probably one of the most terrifying places that we've gone to during this season. As I recall the moment that I first stepped into the house, it was a very unsettling feeling, almost as if something sinister was lurking within the home. Hello? The fuck was that? As soon as I took a few steps inside, I closed the door behind me. There was this eerie sound of what kind of sounded like feet shuffling within the house. The fuck was that? It definitely put me on edge, and it gave me the feeling that I was not alone only seconds after arriving. Hello, hello. Hello. Suddenly I heard something that sounded like a whisper from this long, shadowy hall to my left. Hello. When you're in a moment like that and your adrenaline is pumping, it's hard to tell if it was an actual voice that I heard or if it was something else, like maybe wind blowing outside. Hello. Post-production is where I get a chance to go back to the studio and have the ability to slow things down, increase volumes 10 times, and figure out, did I really catch something in that moment, or was it just my mind playing tricks on me? There was an actual EVP captured at that moment.
The more I played it back and listened to it, the more I could hear a voice saying, "Now I see it," or "Now I see him," which honestly would send chills down anyone's spine, I think, in that moment. Hello? The next thing that I did was proceed towards the hallway that I heard the whisper coming from. Okay. Hello? Oh, these are really old. This place has been here for quite a while. A lot of very old pictures and portraits, but nothing really out of the usual. At the time, I also had an EMF detector activated in my jacket pocket, so if something did get close to me, I would hear the beeping sound go off and be indicated that there might be some sort of energy near me. Why is there an arrow pointing at this door? And why is this door open? Number one, let's keep that fucking closed. Hello, hello. The second time that I heard what sounded like a voice in this place really put me on edge. This time it felt like it was right in my ear, as if someone was whispering something right behind me or over my shoulder. Hello, hello. I practically felt it on my neck, and I still couldn't tell what was being said until I played it back in post. And when I slowed it down, the words that I was able to make out were, "Go to sleep." Hello, hello. Maybe whatever entities reside within this home are more active when the residents are sleeping, but sleeping in this place was really not on the agenda for me at all. Hello, hello.
That's creepy.
Got a bunch of stuff out here. Definitely could probably use a storage unit at this point.
Damn.
I could feel a presence in this house for sure. It's not even just the vibe of it. It's not because it looks creepy from the outside. It's like walking in here. There's a strange feeling in this place for sure. What's this? When I was in the master bedroom the first time, I heard a tapping sound coming from the living room. Some like cowboy pictures and music, hymns. To me, it instantly sounded like a typewriter key being pressed down. My stepdad used to be a writer, and I grew up with a few different types of old school typewriters within the house. So it's a very familiar sound to me. What the fuck is that? That sounded like a typewriter. Hello? When I got to the living room and I saw the typewriter, it kind of confirmed that what I heard was accurate.
That's gotta be what was just making that sound.
Oh, there's a typewriter. Oh, of course.
Oh, and there's keys pushed down.
I didn't expect to see a variation of keys stuck in the downward
You
position.
should have put a paper on it to see if it types out anything.
H. Oh, that's help.
Help.
H. E.
L.
There were 4 keys that were stuck in the press down position, E, L, H, and P, and it was pretty obvious to me that something or someone had tried to type the word help. It's a pretty creepy message, especially if it's coming from the other side.
And it sounded like 4 clicks. Why did the other buttons come right back? Oh, that one didn't.
Oh shit! Look, they came back.
That's pretty fucking insane. Is there someone here that would like me to help them? Are you trapped here? How can I help you? If it's okay with you, I'm gonna run a couple tests here tonight. It'll just be you and me. And if you'd like to communicate, I can help you get a message out.
He should have had a spirit box there. He should have had oh Lord. He
At
should
this
have had
point,
a
I went
spirit
outside
box.
to go to my truck and get some other tools. I wanted to run different types of tests within the home, and I realized that I hadn't even checked the full surroundings of the property yet.
Okay. Well. Yeah, those loud. Some WD-40.
Maybe some WD-40 in the future.
Ah, I said that.
It's fucking cold. You guys
Oh
see my
man,
breath?
that was funny. Oh, it's cold.
What is that?
There's a lot of energy out there. There's some light.
I just heard a cow. Something. This house is fucking weird. I hope that was cows. There's something like Mona. I think it was a cow though.
There were a few animal noises upon going out, which is kind of to be expected. It was a farm type property.
I just heard a noise. Not sure what that was. Oh shit, look at this. Hold on.
What I didn't expect to see was 3 wooden crosses in a patch of trees out back.
They probably done rituals there.
I'm not really sure what they were or what they were supposed to be. Maybe there were some pets that got buried there. I don't know. I wasn't informed of any graves on this property, but it did make me feel a little bit uncomfortable just not knowing the circumstances of where I was and the fact that I was out there completely alone.
It could be pets. Like Pet Cemetery?
Why are there crosses out here?
Keep it here. These are the crosses.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I'm gonna be here all fucking night. Already, there's weird stuff happening. And it feels dark. It doesn't feel good. There was 3 of them, it looks like. Look, there's a wood on the floor. Why would there just be 3 crosses out here?
Something moved. Maybe a mouse.
Between the crosses, something walking around outside in complete pitch black darkness, I decided that going back inside the house for the rest of the evening was probably the best bet.
That door's so damn loud. That's not everything being creepy. Paper voices.
Only the devil? I just heard top secret. What is top secret? Dark beard. Hello. There was one time in particular that I heard a hello come through the spirit box, and it sounded like my voice. Hello. It sounded just like me, and I don't know if maybe that was like a spirit possibly trying to mock me or
Like mimic?
impersonate me in some sort of way, but it was a little bit creepy to hear your own voice coming back through. Hello. Was that you saying hello? Can you tell me your name? Here in person.
A lot of wake up.
I heard don't go out. Absolutely. Trees. Some things that were telling me to go back outside, which was kind of eerie. Trees? While I was focused trying to hear every phrase that was
people
coming
back
through
there,
the spirit
dead.
box, I swore that I heard like a paper rustle right behind me.
They dead. Evil.
When I looked back, I saw the chandelier with all the papers hanging from it, and it looked like it was kind of moving. I really didn't catch it the first time, but I noticed that it was swinging a little bit.
You do investigation by yourself.
I'm not sure, but I think that thing might have just moved. Oh, this feels weird. Something feels wrong in this place. The second time was unmistakable. I heard the papers rustle. When I looked back, I saw this thing moving.
One to sit and breathe. He's nervous.
It was moving in such a way that it looked as if something had gone up underneath it, rising upwards. And I approached it to try to see if there was any air coming from maybe a vent or something. Maybe there was a vent on the floor. Nothing. Like there's like something knocking. Earlier I'm almost positive that I heard that typewriter clicking the keys. And there was 4 letters actually stuck down, which could spell out HELP. I don't know what else it would be. So help. Something might have been typing on that. What is this? Poetry. Sent up in silence from among the trees, with some uncertain notice, as might seem, of vagrant dwellers in the houseless woods, or of some hermit's cave where by his fire the hermit sits alone. That's kind of a weird book. That's the page that it was sitting on. Huh. Wordsworth. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna pretty much pack up everything just in case something goes wrong during this Ouija board session. I could pretty much just get the hell up out of here because I'm definitely not staying here tonight.
That's being by himself.
I lit some candles around the table, mostly to illuminate the board because I was trying to keep it as dark in the room as possible. That's when I think that my nerves really started like kicking in. That's when the adrenaline started pumping for sure. So I know this might make some of you guys a little bit uncomfortable. I don't recommend doing this for everybody. This is just an attempt to make communication with whatever could be present in this house. I do believe that there is something here with me right now. I've been hearing things. I've seen a couple strange things happen throughout the course of the night. So we're just going to give this a shot and see if we could get something to communicate through the board. 1, 2, 3. If there's something here with me right now that would like to communicate, can you please use the planchette on this board to spell something out? I don't know if this might be just like my nerves. My hands are a little bit shaky. I'm barely touching this right now, and it's like it's wanting to go left. Okay, that's not me, actually. Was something that was kind of pulling the planchette just ever so slightly, and it didn't really give me any messages on the board. That's why I say it wasn't really a hit or a miss. Movement of any sort is always a big deal in the paranormal community. If you see something move, if something moves you or something around you, this is like a major, major gather of evidence. It went to the letter N. You still moving? And the fact that the planchette did start moving on its own, I was happy about that. But what I wasn't happy about was something caught my eye in the room right behind the camera. Goodbye. Unfortunately, I didn't capture what I saw on camera, but I know for a fact there was one point when I was doing the Ouija board session, I saw something pass by a doorway in my peripheral, and I didn't really get a good look at it. But the second time, I saw what looked like a shadow walk right past the door. I'm doing a Ouija board session in here by myself. I've already had a couple strange incidences. I'm going to get out of the house for a little while.
Not good to do by yourself. Yeah. He let fear overcome him.
There's something in that house, 100%. I saw it with my eyes when I was using the Ouija board. I know that the viewers are going to say, you know, I want to see what's in the house. I want to see the shadow figure that you saw, you know, go back in. I personally was a little bit uncomfortable to go back in because I was there all by myself. So what I did was I brought out Hank Jr., which is the car that Colton designed a little while back, a couple of investigations ago. And it has an infrared camera attached to it and an EMF detector. So I figured, okay, I'll drive this thing through the house one last pass, see if I can capture any shadow figures. Maybe the EMF detector will go off on the car. Let's see what happens.
Oh, Lord. What's the setup? Like a car? The humming sound is not cool. Just trying to spot something. I wish it didn't have that humming sound. It's so creepy. It looks so creepy. Like from the ground level. Really creepy. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. Door. The door closed. Oh boy. He's taking door movement. Mm-hmm. Like someone like looking and then closing the door. Wow. They're trapped. They're trapped in a dimension that, that we share this world with them. That's wild. That's creepy. And that's pretty much, I'm ending it off with that. That was a crazy one. And another cool show that lasted, oh my God, 3 hours and 48 minutes. My God, time flies by when you're having an interesting time, especially with the paranormal. With that said, I'm out of here. Continue having a good day. It was a good morning. Continue having a good afternoon and a good night wherever you're at. And I'll catch you on the flip side. And I'll be back hopefully on later on this evening to go over some of the news of the day and also maybe catch a paranormal video or two. I'm telling you, The Conjuring Last Rites really got me, like, spidey senses and all this paranormal activity stuff that I want to follow and watch. And like, it's cool watching evidence and going through it with you guys and breaking down these videos. And the energy is real. Paranormal activity is real. And with that said, I'm really gonna be out of here because I got things to do. I got some things I gotta take care of, and like everyone, we all have a life. So go ahead and take care of your life, and I'll catch y'all later tonight. Peace for now. Bye.